All right, welcome back, everybody, to Sideline Banter, episode 20. We took a week off thanks to Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a great one. Ave, Mike, Jessica, glad to be back together again. How were your Thanksgivings?
Thanksgivings were really, really good. I entered into the rich community. I bought a second pair of Birkenstocks, so
Whoa.
I'm a wealthy man at this given time.
That's
What
not really a
kind?
Thanksgiving
Black Friday.
event. Oh, okay. I got you. All
Like
right, my
open
bad.
toe or
Yeah.
closed toe?
Open toes. I went with the Kyotos again. Got a little shearling in them though, so I'm gonna have a new around the house shoe.
Nice. I did the most Black Friday shopping I've done in quite some time. So, yeah, that was fun for me too.
First Thanksgiving in America for a hot minute there too.
Yeah, that used to be the case, but like recently because of COVID, we stayed home. But yeah, like only the third or fourth in the past like 15 years. So, and I hosted. That was crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What'd you cook?
Turkey, mashed potatoes.
Turkey from Costco.
No.
From Popeyes?
Stuffing was brought. We glazed carrots. Jessica, you
It's
want to help out
almost as
here?
if he didn't cook anything.
Oh, no, not me. Yeah, no, not me.
You were
not
just
me.
like around to see.
Yeah,
people do
I
cooking.
supported off and on.
That's what I did as well.
Yeah.
Stuffing's
I
like
respect
my one that I have to have at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuffing's great. I didn't used to be number one fan, but now I've recently I really love stuffing.
I'm not too into the stuffing. My things that I need to have at Thanksgiving are mac and cheese.
I knew you were going to say that.
and
I don't know
rolls.
why.
Whoa, hey, yo.
My mom
No.
makes the best mac and cheese. Just put it out there. She's the GOAT.
Your mom does?
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
10 out of 10 again. You did it again, Leslie. Amazing.
Wow.
I need mac and cheese. I need rolls. But I do with my rolls, I put jelly in them though.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by it?
Are you just making a jelly roll joke, or do you actually put jelly in your?
I put jelly in my rolls.
Couldn't
yeah.
you just use cranberry sauce?
I could, but I'm not a huge fan of cranberry sauce.
Fair,
So
me neither.
bring out the grape jelly. Can't go wrong with it. Welch's. They should sponsor us.
I'm more
What kind of? Talk to me about these rolls. Are they Hawaiian buns, or are they like
No, crescent
They're
rolls.
they're store-bought rolls. You just put them in the oven.
crescent
They,
rolls? Like
Like the
croissant?
Pillsbury.
No, yeah.
No, they're not like quite croissant-y. They're like more like Hawaiian rolls than croissants. But you they're bought frozen. You take them out and you let them simmer for a little bit, and then you throw them in the microwave. They balloon up, and you put some butter on them things. Put some jelly on them things. And
Land's parents get bakery rolls
that sounds like wealth.
day of.
That does sound like
That
wealth.
sounds like wealth.
But
to me.
I mean, I am not complaining.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
Fine.
unreal.
Wealth it is.
Wealth it is for sure.
Sign me up.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a good Thanksgiving too, Michael
Yeah,
J?
Land's mom just makes everything from like scratch. It's unreal.
Nice.
Broken.
And Jessica, I know you you worked way harder than I did, but you created a phenomenal Thanksgiving. So that was kudos to you on your first.
Just me say thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
You're welcome.
You
Yeah.
watching The Bear?
I started that when
Oh,
it
what a
first came
show.
out. I was actually like sweating watching it.
Yeah. It's like, it gives you so much anxiety, bro.
Yeah.
I can never be in the kitchen like that.
Yeah, I only got like 3 episodes in though, but I heard it's very good. So
Fantastic. Fantastic.
You watched
10
the
out of
whole
10.
thing?
I have. So season 3 came out a couple months ago, and they recorded season 4 at the same time they recorded season 3, and it's going to drop sometime in the short future. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I love when that happens. Maybe I'll watch it for when it drops.
Yeah. I mean, you've got 3 seasons already, and then the 4th season right behind it. So binge away.
Thank you. I will.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you annoyed at me messing with Abe's mic, he hates speaking into it, so I gotta force it into his mouth.
Hey,
We'll
yo.
get there at some point. Well, we can maybe
Golly.
finally start clipping some sus moments from me. Beautiful. All right. It's all for the content. Anyway, everyone, Thanksgiving was great. That's awesome. I hope the listeners had great Thanksgivings too. Jessica, major news about the news. What do you have for us?
Yeah, we do have major news about my news because for those dedicated listeners, Luke calls this the news, and it's not really the news because then I would get in trouble for actually saying the breaking news because it's on the agenda. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we'll find a name for this. maybe the sideline 5. No one answered me, so I'm just saying that. Each week, I'm going to, or you guys will, spin a wheel. It's going to be 6 categories anonymous, and it's going to be based off the top 5 something based on sports. So, for example, without sports, so we're not ruining one, it'd be top 5 best holidays, and you guys would go banter around about it. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to start with that.
Wow.
That's have
crazy.
an extra person in the room today.
Holy cow. Rookie mistake. Please, audience, turn your phones off.
All right, so I'm going to spin
Maybe
this
the new
wheel.
mics cut it out, actually.
We could.
I like Jesse's hot corner. We'll work on it.
Jesse's hot corner.
Hot corner.
I don't.
I was
like
so
that.
committed.
I was so
committed to calling her Jessica, so that's why I went with.
I feel like it's got to be in with the things where the words start with the same letter.
Oh yeah.
Something with an A, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or a good acronym. That one's way easier to say because we all know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not an acronym.
It's not.
I know, but that's what I'm talking
about. It could be an
about.
acronym, though, if we do it.
If we can make one.
I mean, technically, he's not wrong. Oh, he is right.
All right, Jessica, can we spin this wheel?
Oh yeah, spin the wheel. I'll put it on the screen.
Are you screen recording?
Yes.
Okay, well, in 3, 2, 1, I'm spinning.
Perfect.
We don't even know what the other topics are. So
I'll tell you what the categories are. So we have food and stadium culture, players and teams, games and moments, personal, interactive, and miscellaneous fun. I'm not telling you what they are. I'm telling you the categories.
Yeah, I know.
So we spin the categories miscellaneous fun. Are you ready?
Alliteration.
Wait, are we actually doing this for the first time right
yes,
now?
Absolutely.
What do you mean? We're 5 minutes into an episode. What kind of question is that?
I thought we had one picked out that we were just going to do to get a start, but I'm down for that.
So did I. She decided she wanted to spin a wheel.
That's more fun anyway.
Yeah, I spun the wheel. It's miscellaneous fun.
Good luck,
There's obviously better categories, but it's what we're real here.
Mm-hmm. What do we come up with?
Top 5 sports uniforms of all time.
Oh, Toronto Raptors.
Oh, hold on. Time out. How should we approach this?
I want to go
because I'm top 5, or do we just yell them out?
No.
Or do we?
No, everyone gives their top 5.
I see what you're saying.
The thing is, I don't want to be quiet. I don't want to be quiet. Alex definitely doesn't want to be quiet. But I don't want to be quiet for the listeners and just be like, all right, give me 2 minutes to think of 5 of the best jerseys. You know what I mean?
Just put on some Jeopardy music.
How about we just and we just have to rotate.
Yep. All right.
You want to just do 5?
Like, yeah, we're just.
How about we do 5 minutes, top 5, and we'll play the music.
No, we get like 15 seconds per round.
Yeah, because it could go long. Gotta rip it.
Okay.
So we'll start with Ave since he already yelled one out.
Toronto Raptors.
We need her to be able to say go.
Okay.
All right.
And then when 15 seconds is up, it's the next person's turn.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just ripping them off?
Let me set the 15 seconds.
You're ripping one off. You have 15 seconds to say it.
Okay, guys.
We're going to go around 5 times.
We're going to do...
It's going to do a snake.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
So you're going to have to rip 2.
Wow.
No, I'm going to have to rip 2.
You ready?
Yeah.
We're going to go 15 seconds for each?
Yeah.
All right. So, Avery, you guessed it. You're going to start.
Well, he already knows.
Toronto Raptors, black and purple and red. You know the ones.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say the powder blue Phillies jersey. Powder blue and maroon.
Teal Memphis Grizzlies.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah. I agree.
I'm in between 2 here, but at 15 seconds, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
Can we repeat? Because it's each of our top 5.
No.
Okay. I'm going to go Chargers powder blue. A full powder blue.
Dang it, no way.
Full powder blue yellow helmets. I think they have.
Oh, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
That's 2 bangers.
Yeah.
15 seconds. It's way harder than it seems.
Come on, Luke. You can bring a friend. I can be a friend.
I'm okay. I'll go with the 80s Dolphins.
Wow, that's an easy one. Kelly Green and Birds.
That is a good one.
If I stay hometown hoops, I might go for the nostalgia AI black 2001 NBA Finals jerseys.
Yeah, cute. I'm gonna go.
Tick, tick, tick.
Early 2000s Atlanta Falcons.
Early 2000s.
Yeah, I can agree with like some Mike Vicks, like
Yeah.
2004. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that.
And then I'm ripping 2 again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No college, only pro.
Wow.
Any sport.
Any sport for sure.
I feel like I gotta go 76ers blue jersey with the basketball and it's a swoosh behind it.
Okay.
So the same one as he did, but blue.
Yeah.
He did the black.
I don't know if
I thought that was the year after. That's fine. I can change it.
Okay.
I was thinking the blue was like an off-trend one. That was my idea. Give me Seattle Mariners, teal and navy hat with the teal jersey.
He's just reading your mind. He's got to do 2 though.
Yeah. I just keep, like, I have a true 15 seconds every time because Mike keeps saying it.
Yeah, but you only got to do 1.
That's a good one. I mean, that's a solid one.
Well, you got another.
Give me Astros orange with the name that's also has orange streaks throughout it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Not just a navy. It's a
Yeah. All right. I have my 2. I think that'll get me to 5. I'm going to go
But
with.
you can only go 1. No,
I'm doing 1 at a time. I just don't think he'll say.
Ah.
I don't think he'll say the other one. So I'll go with the Denver Nuggets.
Mountain.
Yeah, the
Or blue
mountain.
one.
No,
Baby
with
blues?
the
Baby blues are way better.
No, the rainbow one or like the mountain one with the thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those are like 90s or 80s maybe. We said we can't do college teams because I want the Ole Miss Baby Blues.
No, you can't.
If not, then give me the Kansas City Royals Baby Blues. And I want to do a soccer jersey. I
thought about that too.
I'm probably going to say this is the most recent one that I can think of because I have it in my closet. But Nigeria's World Cup jerseys this year.
Wow. So I'm sorry if this gives Mike. That's good. It's great. And I want to do a soccer one, unfortunately. So it sucks because I'll just say it and then I'll talk about other ones that were fringe after. Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go with the 2006 France World Cup jersey with the red and then the blue that came in from the other side.
Yeah.
Or the blue and the red.
I can see it.
It like mimicked the ball, the Adidas ball.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk here on the fringe or do you want to?
No, you'll go and then we can talk all about our fringe ones if we had any.
I was hoping you were going over your fringe ones.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped so that you wouldn't steal it. So say your last one.
I kind of, I'm between a few too. I like the Broncos all orange navy helmet. That's tough.
Yeah, that one's cool.
The Seahawks lime green I'm on the fringe with. Just because it's
the highlighters.
Just because it's interesting.
Yeah.
I like the Jazz jerseys with the mounds in them.
Yeah.
That's the one I was kind of leaning on.
Yeah, that's the one yeah.
But I'm going to go Seattle Supersonics.
The
white, the all white, but it had a green
like
Supersonic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you already spoke about your fringe ones then at this point. Did you have any fringe ones?
No, but I'm kind of thinking of one now. Maybe like the Kings when they were good in the early 2000s.
Kings crossed my mind.
Rockets. Oh, sorry.
No.
That's the one I was thinking of before.
Yeah, like the blue or the red.
Yeah,
I like the
Steve
blue with the
franchise.
rocket on the side.
And Yao Ming actually, like it legit had the rocket on it.
I was going like
So
before
tough.
that, like the Steve franchise joints. They might have been like the Hakeem ones, but
I think Yao played in that, or maybe they were
They're
throwbacks.
I mean, Yao
Yeah,
played in
yeah.
a bunch, but
I had the Cardinals baby blues, which are awesome.
similar to the Phillies.
But I already
okay.
did the Phillies, so I just didn't pick them.
yeah.
And then I was gonna go because I already had the Phillies that with the Phoenix Suns, the like Jason Kidd era with the black and the sun across the chest. But I decided to go with France. Okay, that was good. That was fun.
bangers too, actually.
Yeah,
I thought my
I'm
Grizzlies.
surprised there weren't that many soccer jerseys because we can go
I didn't even.
bar for bar.
And you guys didn't do any hockey either.
I
Ooh.
thought
Croatia.
hockey, but like I
Croatians.
guess like I don't really know
know
them.
them.
Like
That's
the
like one of my favorite
the Flyers
soccer
ones are
jerseys.
cool.
Flyers have a great colorway for me not to have a jersey.
They do, but they're tough to wear sometimes.
Hockey jerseys.
Yeah, they're just so big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of a grind.
can
Football
wear-
jerseys are kind of clutch.
Yeah. But I like the bulky in like the winter, like you can throw a hoodie under a hockey jersey. Like I think that's a clean look.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm more of a hoodie guy underneath, and then just
That still works.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't think of any hockey off the cuff.
Me neither. Dallas Stars. Green.
Dallas Stars, yeah. I think the Avalanche have cool
Sharks, all of them
and
with the shark on it.
San Jose.
Kings, it was just white and black, but the white was clean.
I just like red is
Knights actually now.
Like Chicago. Is it Chicago? No,
Penguins.
The Red Wings are classic.
Or not Penguins.
The Red Wings jerseys. Oh, the
Anaheim Ducks.
Blackhawks. Oh, the Ducks are really
Anaheim
cool.
Ducks.
Detroit.
The white
Detroit's
jersey
cool.
that has the
You
teal
look
and
cool in
purple.
a Detroit one.
Yeah.
Bloods.
Well, Anaheim's fire. I should have said that. I subbed that in for my 5.
Too late.
Yeah, it is too late because I want to sub too, but I you can't.
The Rockies
It's part of
one,
the game.
just the cream with like the mountains.
I like the Rockies jerseys a lot.
That one's cool. It
Yeah,
looks like retro. I think they wear it right now though.
they have a green one that's new that has the Rocky Mountains in the background. I actually have it. It was almost up there.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Okay.
Very good.
Those Columbia 100-year anniversary, they're all whites with a little bit of gold.
The Colombian ones were nice, but I couldn't put it. I don't know. I just feel like it's so recent that I don't know how legendary it's going to be.
It's so clean. Also, Argentina's 2018, I think, World Cup jerseys where they have like the clouds in them. Those are probably my favorite Argentina kits of all time.
The navy ones?
No, they're white and blue. They're like the traditional colorways of the celestial blue or whatever it is, or Albi Celeste. And but they have clouds in like the jersey. It looks so cool.
Japan has a lot of cool soccer jerseys.
Yeah, I feel bad because I'm more of the international jersey side, which I feel like is weird.
You mean national?
Yeah, international, I said.
Oh, for soccer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
And then I said rather than like actual soccer club jerseys, but the purple Netherlands ones are also fire.
Netherlands has great jerseys. The purple Real Madrid ones are classic from like 2017.
They are fire.
When Ronaldo hit the bicycle against Juve.
Maybe Barcelona's pink.
I like Juventus. This is pink.
Oh,
jerseys.
does Barca have an orange?
Yes, they've had it in the past.
It has like a collar on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's fire.
The Barca black is legendary.
I'm just thinking of like great teams, and like I feel like great
Barca
teams make
ready.
the jerseys. Like the teams have to be good if they play.
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was thinking too. Is like, is the jersey actually sick or
Just the nostalgia.
like you can
of the
call out that
players.
Broncos jersey, not knowing if that team was like phenomenal. It's just really cool.
Like also the Oilers had some baby.
What we're saying is like a Man U jersey might be great just because like we
Even
remember
the Grizzlies one, realistically.
Yeah, Grizzlies too.
Sorry, I was just like a better.
No, it was. You just stared at me when I said it and then gave a great example.
I was thinking.
So I
of
thought
my,
you didn't understand what
no,
I
I was
meant.
thinking of my list.
Okay. Jessica, is that the end of your newest segment?
That is the end.
Jesse on the
However,
street?
I can still bring up something if you want to chit chat, but I think you guys did a great job.
Whatever
It was
you
fun.
want. It's
I
your
wanted to be part of
segment.
it. But I'm happy
As
to
long as the top
facilitate.
5 is a part of it.
Should she give us her top 3 out of the 15 jerseys we said?
Sure.
That's crazy. I don't even know if I remember them.
Yeah, you
Fair.
definitely don't.
I was just trying to help her out.
Or you can just do your top 3 jerseys.
I think
if you want.
the first one you said.
Give a little
wait, no, the
inclusion.
second one you said
Kelly
the
Greens.
AI
Oh, I did say that.
black. Was it the black jersey, or is that the where he
black
said
ones.
yeah?
That's funny
These are
stuff
blue.
they were coding
I like that
too.
one.
Yeah. Kelly Greens, I feel like have to be in your top 3 as well.
Okay. Well,
Wow.
I might as well pick the baby blue powder blue.
Yeah,
Phillies.
let's keep it running at that point.
Keep it easy. Keep it easy.
I do like not on professional, but I think one of my favorite jerseys is Vanderbilt baseball.
Yeah, that's true.
Pinstripes?
Black pinstripes. Yeah.
Yes.
They have all black jerseys with gold pinstripes.
So cool.
Very cool.
Anywho, no, the only other thing I wanted to mention, and you don't have to talk about because you might be talking about during the NFL, but as we're Philly sports fans, I feel like just what's the vibes, and specifically with the Eagles and Saquon Barkley. Now, this is coming from, I watch like 1,000 videos on TikTok, and it's like interviews of Saquon, and he's going, "Oh, we're going to Philly," and like his, I don't know who she's, his wife.
Not sure either.
Yeah, we'll say wife. And she's like, "Oh, like, does that mean?" And like, as genuine as she could be, and he would like laughed about it. He's like, "Oh, does that mean we're gonna like win now?" And it's just like interesting because we're from, well, at least for me, being an Eagles fan in particular, I don't think of winning. I think of a lot of anger. I think of Andy Reid, and I think of my dad yelling at the screen on not converting on first downs, never getting the touchdown. I don't know. you guys take it away. What are your thoughts right now going into week 14?
Well, yeah, is that what we're going into, week 14?
I believe so.
Well, I would say that your frustration probably comes from your spastic family.
No, I don't
watching.
have frustrations. I'm
no,
just saying.
I know, but what you think the past is like in the Eagles, like we have won a lot. So like Saquon coming to the Eagles and thinking he's going to win more isn't crazy. Now, Philadelphia fans hold their teams to a super high standard. So one Super Bowl in the past ever, or like 50, right?
Ever,
Yeah.
Is not good enough for us. So we were frustrated at McNabb, and we were frustrated at John Runyon and Deuce Staley and Brian Westbrook and James Thrash, like back in the day, because they would never, they would win a playoff game or two or get to the Super Bowl and lose. But I mean, they were good teams. People didn't want to be playing the Eagles necessarily. That all being said, we've had a couple of bad years, and we're segueing right into the NFL, so we might as well just start with the Eagles. I thought that was a pretty great statement win against the Baltimore Ravens this weekend. I know it ended up being a 5-point game, but I think it was a 2-score game. It was 24-12, and that was kind of a junky touchdown at the end for them. But they couldn't move the ball. Our defense looks great. I'm really confident in the team and the season. My only thing is a lot of the defense is young, even rookies, and they've never played a season this long. So can they keep up that pace? I know, it's an extra probably 3 to 5 games, including the playoffs, and there's no month off before the bowl game type of thing. They're just going to keep on going. So anyway, we'll see if the young players can, last the full duration of the 18-week and 17-game season, and then obviously, hopefully, the playoffs and on to the Super Bowl. If they can, I don't see why our offense would slow down other than, like more film and stuff. But we seem to be very dynamic and, flexible in how we win.
Yeah, I mean, to the defensive side, I'm opposite of you. I'm actually low-key more worried about the offense. That game was 9-0 at one point. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but like Gardner Johnson, he was called everyone over when it was 9-0, and he was like, basically, let's get our shit together. Like you can see him, like he was into it. There was like spit flying out of his mouth. It was kind of crazy. Yeah, like he was ready to run. He was ready to just be ready to rock. And they only let up 12 points, right? It ended up being a little bit. It doesn't say they scored that touchdown at the end. So you get a really scrappy touchdown, and then also like 9 points in their first like 5 possessions to be safe. I'm pretty sure it was their first 3 possessions. So my point is like that defensive, even though they're young, they're able to take the constructive feedback and just kind of take it up an extra level where like we're going to shut you down. Where Jalen scares me.
Jalen Carter or Jalen Hurts?
Both, but Hurts scares me in a bad way. Jalen Carter scares me because I don't want him to commit murder on the field. Because he just destroys QBs and even linemen. Like when he pushes people over with one arm, it's insane. But Hurts just hasn't been passing well, I feel like. I feel like he's more mobile, which is cool. And he's just like, he seems when he goes to run, he's more confident when he's running. But out of the pocket too much, and just, I feel like even this past game, he missed a few deep balls to AJ Brown, which is like the lock play. You know what I mean? Like when that's open, they connect.
Yeah.
So I'm opposite. I'm actually trust the defense more than the offense.
On the Jalen Hurts point of view, I think he's been solid, but I feel like he's always missed deep balls at sometimes during games. Like he's not as accurate as you would want him to be, but I mean he's still able to get the job done with his feet or whatever the case may be. But his wide receivers have been in and out of the lineup. Like you've had Goddard, who's been in and out, AJ Brown, who's missed 3 or 4 games, and then Devontae Smith, who's also missed 3 or 4 games as well. So like his receiver core has not been the same every week. But I think once they get back healthy, then it'll be.
I agree. Maybe I'm recency biased because they didn't have Devontae for the past 2 weeks. But all those weeks that one was missing, the other one was in.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're a great QB with Devontae Smith in the slot or AJ Brown anywhere on the field, you're going to make something happen. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but he has made things happen. He looks awesome. I totally disagree with you. I think Jalen Hurts looks great, and he's throwing like that. Like we talk about the great catch from Devontae Smith a couple of weeks ago. That throw was
incredible.
incredible. And then a few to like the same to Saquon. Every time there's a linebacker that follows him out wide, he just throws it right into that basket, knowing Saquon's going to get out there. I mean, a lot of people question Jalen Hurts. I just think he's a winner. Like, it might not be the prettiest Aaron Rodgers flick, but he just wins games, and he's a good quarterback. So I'm really not, and especially with all the talent around him, including the offensive line. Listen, he could sell, and I could eat my words, but I'm confident in him. I really like him a lot, just as a winner. And as far as the defense goes, I'm fine with you disagreeing. I guess that makes me happy. But my intent in that statement is not necessarily like questioning who they are, how much effort they have. Like, I do believe like those exciting whites are still exciting. They've had another 2 exciting weeks. Cooper DeJean destroyed Derrick Henry. That was awesome. It was just a matter of like they have never experienced. Well, I shouldn't say never, but it's a long year, so we'll see. They look like they're tough and gritty, and that's awesome. But I just don't. They've never done it before. It's a lot. They're getting hit harder by bigger men for a longer period of time in shorter frequency bursts.
All right.
So anyway, yeah, I'm still very confident in the Eagles.
I wasn't saying Jalen is playing bad either. He just scares me more. That's just to make that clear. Like, I do, and
I love him.
It's all fair to have your worries, but they're sitting at 10-2. Like, they're in the same position they kind of were in last year. Let's see. Let's hope they can seal off the job.
I think they look way better than the 10-2 last year too.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. You're not questioning as much.
Yeah. No. Our 10-2 last year was like the Chiefs this year.
Yeah, either way, that win last night is just, it's impressive. It's an impressive win.
Yeah, it was a great big win for multiple reasons in Baltimore. Statement game, also just generally good for the season. Another statement game, which was good, like clearly on paper, was the Bills win this weekend, and they clinched the AFC East. I mean, partially because that division has been horrible all year, but they are 10-2, 9-3, 10-2 as well. So
pretty sure they're the first team to clinch too.
Yeah, they are the first team to clinch. Chiefs.
Did they clinched?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
One of the earliest teams to ever do it in NFL history.
Yeah, they did.
By field goals.
Yeah, we'll get to them in a second, even if it's brief. But yeah, the Bills snow game was a fun one. They looked really good.
My boy James Cooks was out there cooking.
Josh Allen had a passing touchdown to himself. Did you see that? Was
awesome. Yeah. He's on my fantasy team.
That is true.
That's good milk right there.
That's great
milk.
Dude,
that stadium
10 points.
Was awesome in the snow. Like, I don't know how I love how they get the fans out there to shovel some snow just to get the stadium ready.
They're giving out hot drinks, hot food, and then they like said booze like sneakily. I forget exactly what it said, but something like that to come shovel.
And they did it
like
all
adult
night
beverages
long.
Or something.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't supposed to snow during the game until maybe like halftime or after the game, but it just snows immediately after players are done their warm-ups, and then we just get an awesome game covered in snow. It was awesome.
Yeah, I guess it is kind of season for that. It is December, but for some reason, like I turned it on, I was like, snow game. I feel like it's early for that. I don't know. I feel like there's usually multiple snow games in a weekend, but I guess it was only in Buffalo.
Well, last time we were filming, it snowed in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome. That's right. Well. That's right.
Jameis was the man.
Oh, dude, I saw the funniest Jameis thing ever. I love this. They were saying, what if there was a rule for Jameis Winston to be the backup quarterback for both teams on any given
steady QB.
Yeah, he's steady backup QB for any
ultimate uncle at Thanksgiving right there, bro.
Yeah, like the Thursday night, the Sunday night, and the Monday night games. Like, obviously he couldn't do it on a Sunday afternoon, but like for the prime time games.
Oh yeah.
They're like, because it's a great game, but if one of the quarterbacks goes down, generally like you're wasting your one, your primetime game on a sucky game. But if Jameis just had a contract where he was auto backup for both teams, like
any primetime game,
if either of the starting quarterbacks goes down, Jameis Winston's your backup, then it's like electric, and anything could happen.
I love his energy, bro. He's the most funniest man without being funny, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Because he means everything he says. That's the crazy part.
They asked him about how how he feels about playing in the snow. And he's like, I'm just happy that the Lord blessed me to come play in the snow today and enjoy
unwavering faith. Or
yeah, to deliver in this harsh weather. Yeah, he's so good.
Just mic him up every single game, no matter what.
Well, they do now, I feel like.
They have to, bro. They have to.
Who else are going to mic up on that team, Nick Chubb?
No, he doesn't talk.
I've never heard him say a word ever.
Yeah. So the Eagles stay hot, the Bills stay hot, and somehow the Chiefs still stay hot. They should have lost yet again to a division rival, the Raiders, who you wouldn't think would be necessarily the strongest opponent. I don't even know why I'm sugarcoating it. They should have dominated them. I think it was a 14-point spread to open up. But, it is in division, and that is prone to happen. Brock Bowers looks elite, but long story short, the Raiders were in field goal range with no time left. Alex, actually, Arcangeli was sitting here, and it was just the three of us with Jessica. And he goes, the Chiefs are going to win this game. And that's with 13 seconds left, or however many seconds were left, with the Raiders having the ball on like the 30-yard line. Sure enough, snaps the ball into the quarterback's chest, fumble, Chiefs recover, and win the game by 1. So ridiculous again, but somehow the Chiefs keep winning.
Taylor Swift magic. Real.
She's a witch.
Definitely a witch.
She's a witch, Harry.
Yeah,
they
can't lose. I mean, I know they lost to the Bills, but other than that, they just can't lose. Everything just goes their way.
I mean, it's fun to say they got 15, but like it's getting ridiculous now. It's getting a little out of hand. It's
not even like 15 is doing anything though to win them these games.
He's not even having that great of a year.
That's what I'm saying. But
that's the point I'm trying to make.
He's not making the impact that you would expect him to make. Or it's like, oh, it's Patrick Mahomes. They're just winning games off of the craziest things that happen in NFL history, and it's just every single week.
Yeah, I almost feel like it's kind of what you guys were saying earlier too, where it's like they're 10-2. It feels like the Eagles last year.
11-1.
11-1.
Yeah.
Staying corrected. But that's what it feels like. It was as scary as
yeah,
that.
It does.
But they got 15.
They do got 15. I don't know. That's such a tough division too. I just don't see how they beat like a Ravens.
Or
and I'm
Bills.
gonna be real, the Steelers. Like
Steelers look awesome. Dude.
Yeah, it's insane.
So weird.
We'll just beat you on both sides of the ball.
Russell Wilson how much? 80, 60 something?
No,
Career
but
high.
he's a bad boy.
Jessica,
now.
how much did Russell Wilson throw for last
I was
week?
on this podcast earlier in the year saying I don't think he has it anymore.
Yeah, we were saying Justin Fields should probably be the starter.
100%.
Like just because he's got more gas back there.
And we were so upset
Don't
when
we
he took his place.
I don't know if I.
Whatever.
Not me.
Cool, dude.
I was so
be
upset.
the
I was
odd
like,
man out.
this dude's 3-1. How you gonna sit him down? But Mike Tomlin, you were a genius. That's why you're the head coach, bro.
Dude, I bet their relationship is so funny. I can just see Tomlin being like a really like Thibodeau-esque, like hard
edge and edge.
Yeah,
hard nosed
but,
to the grind.
Russ like definitely accepts that with like a smile. Like he's such a nerdy
yes
guy.
coach
He's
kind
like,
of guy.
yes sir, yell at me. Like I love that. I'm gonna take every criticism with chip on my shoulder type of weirdo. But I just bet it's funny and it works. I could see because Tomlin's open to giving criticism, and Russ I'm sure is very good at taking it. Sorry. But yeah, that all just to say that's likely why the dynamic is working so well.
Yeah, I feel like they got to be in the conversation and make a playoff push. I mean, I think it's so impressive the fact that they can go, guess what, we won't put up 21 points a game, but we'll still beat you because our defense can make plays. And it's like, okay, well, our offense makes X amount when you guys put up 30, we'll just put up 42. Like it's like they just do it at both.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts how many points they're putting up. And George Pickens is the most hilarious player to watch in the NFL.
You see what Tomlin said though? He's pissed.
Well, he said he needs to grow up.
Yeah, he needs to grow up in more important scenarios when like big plays happen. It's a close game. It's a rival.
Yeah.
Because like realistically, if the Bengals win that, like they still have a chance to make playoffs.
Yeah.
Their playoff dreams are shot now.
Yeah.
But if they win that, it's an in-division game. Maybe you go on a run and people go on like a little bit of a slope.
Is it shot? If they win every game,
shot.
they're 9-8. They can't get in.
Shot.
9-8 doesn't get you in.
No, it won't get the
AFC,
Steelers.
I don't think so.
And I'm pretty sure they're third in their division. Who else is in there? The Ravens, right?
The Ravens, yeah.
Yeah, but 2 teams get in. It could be
Both of those teams get in the wild card pretty much, no matter what. The Steelers only lost 2 games.
Well,
3 games.
One of them's got to win
4?
the division.
3 team. Yeah, one of
3 or
them wins
4.
the division.
Yeah, so
Doesn't
Ravens
matter.
win it. Steelers get the wild card.
Steelers win it. Probably.
Yeah, Steelers are
Either
ahead right
way,
now.
Yeah, there's 2 wild cards.
they're not going to get in over the
3 wild
Chargers.
cards.
Well, 9. I'm just saying. So 9-8, you don't think gets you into
They're
the
not going
playoffs?
to get in over Denver.
In the AFC, probably not. If they're in the NFC, they have a chance.
No, I'm saying 9-8 does not get you a wild card.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I know that's the answer you wanted to hear, but it doesn't.
Well, that's okay. No, I didn't want to hear yes. You kept saying other
But yeah,
teams.
I know you wanted to hear the.
Okay, so are you saying that those other teams will have a better than 9-8 record? Yes.
It would be like the Chargers, the Ravens, and then somebody else. Or the Broncos, I guess, will be in those wild card spots.
Are you pulling my leg?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Yeah, so the teams they just said.
And he passed for 414 yards.
How much?
Is that a career high?
414.
Yeah.
414. I thought it was more than that.
Or it's right there.
414. Gee. Yeah, Mike Tomlin. I see why he's never had a losing record because he never loses.
Yeah, well, that division we
Dude,
were
there's
talking
no
about.
shot you get in at 9-8.
I mean, there is a shot.
No, there's not.
Is there anything else you want to talk about from last week before we talk about what we're going into in week? What did we say? 14?
Yeah.
14 in it. The Lions. I mean, I know there's hype about this. Who's the best team in the NFC? Who's the best team in the NFL?
I'd say whoever's the best team in the NFC is the best team in the NFL, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's argue about who the best team in the NFL is really quick.
Lions or Eagles, who you take?
And then
It's that simple.
We'll talk about week 14. On 3, who's your pick? 1, 2, 3.
Eagles.
Okay. Great.
I thought I was a homer. But
not because we're homers.
But the Lions are just decimated on defense. I know their running game is ridiculous. Jared Goff is looking like he's got like so much control of over that offense.
Their run game is so fun.
It's so
fun.
good.
So much fun. They changed their Instagram pictures today, too. It's hilarious.
Sonic and Knuckles.
And Jameer Gibbs is golden Sonic, so it's so tough.
That's fire. That defense, I'm just a little bit worried about that. But their offense is very, very scary.
Well, who'd they get from the Browns? That linebacker. Stud.
Well, even if you're not worried.
Darius Smith? Or he go to the Browns? No, he came from the Browns to the Lions.
All right.
So he's nice.
You say so.
We don't fact check.
We don't fact check ever.
No, I mean, I'm right.
Darius Smith, Brian.
Darius Smith.
Darius Smith is on
Say the question.
What team does Darius Smith play for currently? I'm pretty sure he got traded from the Browns to the Lions. Either way, but he's a stud, like, because it's more so Aiden Hutchinson and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lions.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're...
Thank you.
You can... For me, it's like... I agree. It's because of the defense. And then also, I like Jared Goff, but I think Hurts is better. And I think we have more... well, their running backs are awesome.
Yeah.
But I like our
They have a better
weapons.
1-2 punch.
They do.
It doesn't matter if you don't need a 2-punch.
Well, yeah, but then you take it to the wide receiver, and then we probably beat them there overall.
It is closer
our
than
pass
people
catchers.
think, though.
Well, yeah, because they have Laporta.
Jameis Williams is
Williams
fucking
been good.
dude.
Well, he's not gambling. He's really,
that
really
just
good.
happened.
That's
My
fine.
bad.
If it's passionate.
Yeah.
It's fine.
When he's not gambling, he's pretty good.
Dude, he's so good.
You're right. Actually, yeah. So
Shout out to Ark. He was big on
him. But I think the defense for the Eagles has been so good that unless you're very confident in Detroit, you should lean Eagles because offensively they're pretty similar.
That aside, too, it looks like the Lions start to like decline a little more. Decline from beating like the Jaguars by 50 to beating a team not by 50. Decline. To where the Eagles like have progressively looked better. I feel like each week they've improved upon what they need to improve upon. It's
That's
one thing
true.
at a time.
I will say though that it's tough to keep that status quo.
Well, that's why
because like the Lions like 52-6 and then like 41-13 and then like 24
recency bias.
Yeah, 24-12 looks like a bad game for the Lions. So, all right, moving into next week, there's one game that looks really, really interesting to me, and then honestly, not well. Okay, I'll bring up a couple. Let me know what you guys think.
I don't even have it up.
For me, I think the Packers-Lions matchup will be good. 9-3 Packers versus 11-1 Lions. It's a Thursday night game.
Is that line out?
They go
It
back
is
to back
out.
Thursday
It
nights.
is Detroit -3.5. And then Seahawks Cardinals will be exciting. 7-5 or 6-6. I believe that's the Rams are 6-6 as well. Who's the fourth in that division?
Seahawks are
The
little,
Niners?
Yeah.
the Niners. So that's it. That's like
Who are also done.
that's a battle for the
we'll
one.
get to that.
That's a battle for the one spot. Well, I mean,
Seahawks are sneaky, dude. They're talented.
Yeah, so that's another matchup I'm interested in. And then other than that, there's I don't know. Chargers Chiefs, I guess, is good actually because it's 8-4 Chargers against the rival Chiefs 11-1. That'll be a big playoff
Chargers
game
have
for
been
the
hot
Chargers.
too.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good game. Chargers have looked good. They need to. I mean, other than Ladd McConkey, they drop some balls, man. Quentin Johnson stinks. Stinks.
Not Keenan Allen.
I would say Bills Rams could be a little interesting too.
Bills Rams, yeah, I agree. I think the only thing is like Bills clinched. Rams are fighting for the first place spot in the AFC West, so they do care a lot about this game. Yeah, it'll be a good game.
That first round bye means a lot in football too.
Yeah.
That extra week on the body's massive.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we should talk about our parlay of the week. Jessica, I don't know if you want to run with it and tell the fans, or if you want to do a group project. We'll just pick a couple games we're interested in.
It's a bit early, so it's subject to change on the lines.
Yeah, it is hard to do it early, but I do have two.
You got to do your legal talk.
I have
really
two
quick.
underdogs, and then we can build around it or
Sure.
just chat about it.
I don't think we're going to be able to do player prop type stuff because it's too early, but we'll just go game to game.
I think we should always just do like a money line.
And if there's injuries, don't freaking blame us. Pay attention.
We did condone that it's a little early.
All right, Jessica, who are your two to start us off with? Maybe we'll add two
If
to
you
your
have a
two.
problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, if you do have a
That's
problem.
what I feel like you got to do at the
Yeah.
end when we talk about it like
If you have a
that.
problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I actually do, but
Say electric speed.
so
Some side effects may be.
first one I think, and I'm curious to open to the room.
It's a 1-800-CALL-GAMBLER commercial.
That's great. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, sorry,
I always
Jessica.
know you can bet.
What
You
are-
can bet at everything.
What are your two we're going to start with?
So I kind of want to take the Chargers over the Chiefs.
Money line.
It's plus 3.5 right now.
Yeah. And you want
The
to.
Chiefs, as you noted, should not have won last game. I don't think they're as strong as their record says they are. I think they're going to lose.
So you're going to take the extra money and go
Correct.
money line. Wow. Outright. So you got to say that. You got to say Chargers, comma, outright.
Chargers, comma,
Right.
outright.
Let's go. Okay. So
Okay.
we're starting with Chargers outright. Wow. I like it. I'm happy to do that.
Number two, this is more just for money standpoints, not for we're fans of a Philadelphia team, but I do like. This is you happy to bring this to the room. You guys didn't push back on me with the last one. The Cowboys over the Bengals.
Wow.
Yeah, that one hurts so hard.
Can we do the
over
Can we
or
just do the
something?
plus 5.5 and not the money line?
I'm happy to chit chat about it.
So
Dude, the Bengals are so much better than what their record is. It's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, but
That's why I do the
they,
over.
they get scored on like crazy.
That's why I
Yeah, they
Yeah,
also
do the
put
over.
up 40 points a game. I agree with
Hit
Abe.
the over on that.
The
Jameis
Cowboys
game.
defense.
The over's
has been
also probably like
great.
55. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, obviously, I'm over exaggerating, but it's probably like 49, 50.
It's
gotta be.
49.5.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm right there. I just split the difference.
I don't hate the over.
I actually don't hate the over at all.
Cowboys, I'll say this: the Cowboys have looked really. No, I'm not gonna say really good, but
It
they've
was like
looked
last
good.
week though.
No, 2 wins in
My-
a row.
but don't they
And
score
their
defensive?
Defense, yeah, their defense looks great.
Yeah, but they
That's
score
good for us.
They
So
don't
maybe we go
score.
under. So maybe we go under
They only score defensive
because they
touchdowns.
can't score. And
Maybe
they
we
won't
just don't
allow
touch the over
scoring.
or under.
I think Cowboys plus 5.5 definitely before money lining it. I'm scared. But this is the exact thing we said against the Commanders.
Bill gave me shit for this, actually. Because he commented on the pod, too. Because he took Dallas to cover and he said a hit.
That one was crazy. I was like 10 and
So
a
what you're
half.
saying is we should just let Jessica
Because
ride.
we all disagreed. So, yeah. What do you want to
All
do,
right, so
Jessica?
are we-
I like the Bengals. I don't
money
know
line
why.
or 5.5 points for that? Like how confident?
So
are you
I
in
was
Dallas?
taking, by the way, and I
What's the odds
apologize. I
difference?
was taking the extra points with the Cowboys.
5.5.
Plus 6.5 right now.
Oh, 6.5.
What's the odds for money line and plus 6.5?
Money line, Dallas is plus 210. And then if you take plus 6.5, it's minus 122. It's not
That's
really.
good.
Yeah.
I would take the plus 6.5 minus 120. That's good.
Yeah, I feel like we go Chargers
The
outright.
money line was plus.
Yeah, I know, but that's not going to happen. So who cares?
Why?
They have to beat the Bengals.
You want to do points or whatever. My bad.
Well, you now you completely 360.
No, because I just feel like
You're
it's worth the odds. I feel like if they're going to win, it's going
Really, I
to be.
don't think.
My
it's-
argument, it's a late game field goal. Abe, what do you think?
Yeah, so you take the points because it's going to be close. 6.5 points is a touchdown.
My point
Is
is
it the Monday night game?
I think we agree.
they just have to win, but the money
Maybe it
line's
is.
better odds. You saying?
Of course it is.
So I'm saying they would.
Oh, you think they're going to win?
Yeah,
Well, that's what she said to open, and you disagreed.
I know, but like I
That's
said,
why we chit chat about it.
but also like I said,
Listen,
she's been hot.
It's your 2 picks ultimately. So.
Yeah, you got it. That's why I said.
I feel really good about the Chiefs are losing this week.
Okay, that's fine.
What are you gonna do? The Cowboys? You want to take a
You
money
want to
line
take the Cowboys?
or
No,
cover?
it's up to you.
Or to cover?
It's not up to Mike.
That's why I asked her.
It's not up to
I want to take the points for the Cowboys. I don't trust those
Okay.
little weasels.
All right. And then you want to
Those
add 2
rascals.
more in as the fellas here?
Yeah, and then 2 more what you think locks are. Those are my underdogs.
Locks.
I actually like the Bengals.
Buccaneers over Raiders. Those odds are probably trash though. Steelers over Browns.
I mean, we have the Eagles
I
and
like the
Panthers as
Eagles
well.
and Panthers game to go over 45.5.
I like that. We take Eagles, Panthers over. We take
No comment.
Chargers money line,
28-14
Cowboys
is
points.
42.
That's why I say no comment.
Why? Because you don't think the Panthers score?
No, I think it's a lot more points than people than like we think. Like it.
You don't think the Panthers score?
No,
Okay.
and I think that if we go up,
Vikings Falcons over 45.5.
Ooh, that one.
We should come prepared because now we're just dragging this segment on.
No, we're helping the people. We're
Go ahead.
talking through it.
Take
Right now
your-
we have.
You want
what?
to take the Eagles or do you want to take? What are the Buccaneers odds? Do you have that up? Because they're gonna win money.
Well,
line.
they're -7, so they're
Yeah,
7
money
under.
line's -320.
What are they money line?
Minus 320.
the if you take the points,
Oh,
it's like
sorry.
normal. It's -110.
Money line's -340 on this app.
You don't want
I'm
the
on
points.
ESPN. I'm on FanDuel.
No.
Unless you take them at 6.5, they win by a touchdown. I bet.
I mean, the Packers and
Not the
Lions is a
Chiefs.
closer, tight game. Is that a scarier game?
Yeah, Jessica, what are you thinking?
I think the
Um,
Lions got 2 Thursday night games. in a
Do
row.
we? So it's interesting. So
Let's
Eagles
do
Panthers
Seahawks
is
plus
-12 and a
3 in
half.
Arizona.
Yeah, that you take.
Okay, so that's our third.
Holy moly!
And Bears are +4.5.
What a shot from
against-
center field.
Thanks. Just found it. It's right here, sitting duck right in front of me.
You know what they say: the best hiding place is right under the nose.
My mustache. Okay.
There's Bills Rams.
Damn, it's a 50 bomb.
You guys
We
like
could just do a 3-legger. Why don't we just leave it to 3 legs? 3
Yeah,
legs.
What were you gonna say? Abe was
I
gonna
was
say.
going to say under for the Jets and Dolphins. Jets offense stinks.
tell if you're-
Dolphins stink.
Jets kind of just popped.
No,
That's
they
gonna
lost to the
lose
Seahawks.
They put up 30 points, high 20s.
26-21, so it's 37. So it would have went under by more than a touchdown.
I think the score was higher than that.
It wasn't. We don't fact check, but you can. All right, so 3-legger, or do we take Bucks -6.5?
I mean, you might as well take Bucks 6.5 alternate if you can.
All right, I'm going to read it out with no interruptions so that people can skip to this part, or it can be posted. Whatever. We've got. Oh, there is the Packers-Lions game.
You said no.
Okay. We've got
Oh no, or did we say no?
I
Cowboys.
just noted it.
I wouldn't touch it.
Okay.
Yeah,
here-
we thought it was a scary game.
It is a scary game because the Packers could win. And so
Really,
could the
Luke?
Lions.
Do you really
obviously.
It
think
could end
that?
up being like a 12-9 game though, for no reason at all.
Truth. Here comes the dings and the check. Here come the dings and the check marks. We've got Cowboys +5.5 against the Bengals. Ding. We've got Chargers money line against the Chiefs. Ding. We've got Seahawks +3 in Arizona.
Ding.
Ding. And we've got Tampa Bay Buccaneers -6.5 at home against the Raiders. Ding. There's your parlay party of the week. And as always, that obviously wraps up our NFL segment, but we have just been so into football lately that we're going to stay in that same sport, but we're going to segue over to college football. So I know, Mike, last time we talked about Ohio State, you weren't the biggest fan, and sure enough, big game this weekend against Michigan. You want to talk to us a little bit about that?
I mean, 13-10, not a high-scoring game by any means. I think both offenses, that's kind of like a tendency, especially college football, right? Where you get wrapped up in the hype. Players just start shooting, trying to make bigger plays. Ends up not being as big of yardage plays as you would think because they're trying to make something happen rather than letting it come to them. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they just keep getting exposed, and I know like the Oregon game was really close. It went down to like a 4th down run where Will, the QB on Ohio State, messed up.
He slid in the time just right
Yeah.
But just in general, like, isn't like not. I mean, we can talk nitty gritty if you'd like, but like, Michigan is having a horrible year, and Ohio State is ranked 1 or 2 all year long. How do they look so bad against Michigan? Just rivalry weekend, anything can happen?
I think it's rivalry weekend. We're kind of just talking about that, right? Where the Chargers could beat the Chiefs. Like, not to bring it back in, but I feel like it was in conference, in division. Anything like that really goes an extra mile. I mean, you see it in any sport, right? Realistically, like even soccer, you get it with Barca and Real Madrid, where it's like
the records just don't matter.
Yeah,
when they're playing each other for
100%.
And it was the last weekend before playoffs, if I'm not.
There's one more.
There's one more.
Well, it's the championship games.
Oh right, yeah,
yes.
It's a championship.
So not even everyone's games matter.
Yeah.
So like they were very much like, it's a tight part of the schedule where the games really matter for seeding in the playoffs.
Well, it's really big for Michigan, to be real.
In what does it change for them?
I guess they might be bowl eligible for that. I
Yeah,
guess.
like some crazy shit might happen. Like they low key. I mean, we can get into a playoff prediction if you want, but I feel like you should probably talk rivalry a little bit more. But I even think if they can win that championship, like you can make an argument they might have a chance over like Miami.
Yeah, I mean, I would say no. Michigan, I don't think so. They have 5 losses. I think there's no way they get into the playoffs with that. But
winning that championship goes so massive.
Well, they're not going to be in it.
And I said over Miami. I don't think Miami's going to be in it anymore. So like, I'm not saying they get in the playoffs. I'm just saying if you're going to debate,
if there's a way for them to get Michigan in, they would. I mean, it's a very.
Well, I'm saying if you debated those teams, I don't think either of those teams.
So
I don't think either of those teams get in. But I'm saying if you're going to debate who should be in it, I would even take Michigan over Miami if they can win.
There's just no way 5 losses gets you in. But yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that's a huge win on the resume. Plus, if they do get into a bowl game somewhere, winning that would help. But I feel like it would already be decided at that point, or am I wrong? I feel like by
No,
I don't know. No, okay.
It's probably going to come out during the Navy Army week.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put any money on Michigan making the playoffs, but I think Michigan fans are happy because that was the 4th straight year. As one walks into the room. That was the 4th straight year of beating Ohio State, which means that like there was a recruiting class at Ohio State that from freshman to senior year lost every time. And if nothing else, it just makes their year a little bit worse or a little bit tougher, which for Michigan in a down year is satisfying to some extent.
100%. If you had they're coming off the championship the previous season. And lost a lot of players, lost a coach.
I'll say lost a coach.
So, I mean, that's a huge, winner for the cap off this season. And then it shows something to the recruits that are coming in next year to build on as well. But I was looking at this. This is huge that Ohio State lost that game because they didn't make the Big Ten championship game. Now Penn State is going to play Oregon for the Big Ten championship.
Penn State's such fake news, dude.
Yeah,
they looked really good, but not that Maryland's like the toughest opponent, but they looked really good. And I'm like anti Penn State. Yeah, not afraid to say that. And they looked good.
But that's huge for the Big Ten championship. So
I'm just not a fan. They just never convinced me. Maybe I'm a hater. I'm not trying to be like. I have no problem if they're actually like. Ready to, like they're actually should be in it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I don't have a college football team. So like I'm almost purely unbiased. Like that I don't care who gets in. I just want to see the best teams play football.
Yeah.
You reminded me by saying you don't have a college football team. Just a quick note. You see OU cook Alabama?
I knew it was coming.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. It's not your team?
No.
It's great.
Horns down.
It's crazy when you get some receivers back. They're so much better with them.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we can talk playoff picture then at this point, right? I mean, there was some fighting that you wanted to talk about, Mike. I know you're an aggressive man before we got to playoff picture, but we talked about the biggest game of the rivalries, but there was a ton of flag placing.
So many, dude.
Yeah,
Holy.
Yeah. And
Just
they
right
were
in
not
center
happy.
field.
Yeah.
What would you do? That's what I was going to ask both of you guys. Like, Ave, I feel like you wouldn't care, but I feel like Luke would be like, he'd want to do something, he'd be really mad, but he'd be like, He'd be like the smart guy where he's like, it's not
I don't think
smart
so.
to do it.
I think I'd be a part of the stopping it happening. That would piss me off a lot, dude.
A lot.
I'm thinking about if I did play in college and like not nearly like a Michigan, Ohio State like passion where there's like literally 100,000 people watching you and hammered and very passionate about the game. But like even if like in like Johns Hopkins when I played them in the championship, if they had beaten us at home, which they have in my like college career, and then walked out and put a Johns Hopkins flag on the mound, I would like, I wouldn't be able to hold myself back. That'd be so fucked up.
Leanne was funny about
Sorry,
it.
Mom.
Leanne was funny about it. She was like, you make like $5 million a year minimum. Sit down. Who cares if you lost? Like, it was so funny.
I mean, part of it is like you
up.
lost and like it's not worth fighting and like they
Well, it depends.
But it's still like my field. Like it's my field. I like there's a grounds crew.
My argument is
but you had 60 minutes to prove that it's your
well, that's
field.
my argument is like
you're right.
It's that, but like I see it more so for Michigan, Ohio State, where it's like a long time rivalry.
Yeah.
Michigan's unranked, Ohio State's 2 at the time. Like I get that one more where it's like still, guess what? Like I'm with you, Ave. Like make it up on the field then. Like you didn't do it. Guess what? You deserve to lose then. Unless it's like something
100% you deserve to lose.
Outlandish. Like you deserve to lose.
Yeah.
I get that one more though. Just trying to see it from the player's side, where like Luke was just saying you would get mad. But like, dude, the Arizona State versus Arizona and Arizona State doing it is the dumbest.
Well, that's a big
absolute. No, dude.
What?
It's the most. It's the most obnoxious, insane, absurd
one's way
thing
better
ever.
than the other?
Arizona State's ranked 14, 15, and Arizona's not even ranked. Like,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Arizona's bad.
Good job. You did what you're supposed to do. You're in the top 15. You did what you're supposed to do. You're making a playoff push.
It's a big rivalry. I mean, you might be right. You might be right about the whole flag situation. That might be going overboard. But like, unless Arizona's like 2-10. Like if Arizona is 8-4 and unranked, and Arizona State's 10-2 and ranked, then and you blow them out, I
disagree.
It has to be an upset for you to flag stomp.
Not even an upset. Just at least like, dude, they won by 35 or something like that. It was not a
but they dookied on their rival. Like that's the ultimate.
But that's my point.
Flag
like
stomp.
I don't know. Maybe I was taught better. But like for me, my thing is, I just am absolutely embarrassed you.
When else can Arizona State do that? Because they're not going to do it.
Hopefully every year if you're a competitor.
No, but Arizona State is not going to stomp their flag into Alabama's field because they're not rivalrous.
Because they're going
to
lose by 50.
No, but if they won, they would like storm the field and all. But like they're not rivals with Alabama.
There's no like contention.
They're rivals with Arizona.
Behind it.
Yeah, that's why Baker did it against Texas, not again, or like maybe Kansas.
But also was a sequence where Texas was ranked higher and they were supposed to lose that game and they didn't.
Sure, that makes it even better, and that's why he started all of this, and now it's getting.
But I think
corny.
that's how it started. With.
I
It's
think
definitely getting corny.
It's very gimmicky. Like I think it's just played out. Like one person did it like out of just like I'm gonna do this. Like this looks cool. Now everybody's trying to recreate that moment, and it's like just make your own thing. Like do something cooler than that, or like do something more fun. It's like that's just a tired gimmick to do. So plant your flag.
Repetitive
down,
at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely like a nice disrespectful thing to do to show that you kind of own the field. But you're right. It is getting.
What a statement! A nice, respectful, disrespectful thing.
No, yeah, it's like it is an easy way to be to whip your third leg out and say,
yeah, that's where you're.
Yeah, so it's it's nice and disrespectful.
Anyway,
nice and
Mike, disrespectful. Never heard that
Ave, whatever
used in a sentence before.
Yeah, efficiently disrespectful. When do you want to run us through the current playoff picture for college football before we
get into the championship matches?
No,
you have it
I was
up,
going to say before we move on because I have to use the restroom. But
okay,
do you have it up, Dave?
Judy.
Yep. I will pull it up in 1 second.
I have it up if you want me to just run with it.
Oh, you do it then.
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Give us that. Well, don't. It's not just the top 12, by the way, which I'm sure you know. But
I mean, that's what I have here because I have it like what the recent one is. Look up the rankings, most recent rankings.
Whatever, like the actual playoff.
I
bracket.
have it.
That's what I have. I have the bracket.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're good.
So I got Oregon, Texas, SMU, Boise State with a bye. That's the projected one right now.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. And then I got Notre Dame 5 versus 12 Arizona State. Penn State 6 versus number 11 Bama. At State College, obviously. That one would be electric.
Yeah, that would be great.
Georgia versus Indiana. Georgia walks all over them, in my opinion. Ohio State, Tennessee, 8-9.
Yeah, that's fun. The SMU at 3 and Boise State at 4 is a little bit weird. Like, I don't mind the those teams winning their conference and therefore getting an automatic bid, but I don't. Do they need to have the bye week at 3 and 4? I mean, I guess that makes it cool, but
I think SMU is well deserved, personally.
really, what's their record? Is Larry Brown still coaching?
I think it's 2.
Hey, we're getting the best of moments of your laughs, and we're gonna clip them all together.
Yeah.
Best Ave laughs of 2024.
Like a New Year's clip.
Yeah. And sometime this month, by the end of the month, hopefully.
My Wi-Fi is not working at all.
Were you looking for their rundown of SMU?
Yeah.
Whatever, we'll take your word for it. We don't need any fact checking, but there you have it, folks. So it was Oregon 1, Texas 2, SMU 3, Boise State 4. Those are the 4 teams with a bye. I believe we have Penn State against Alabama. We have Ohio State against Tennessee.
Yeah, Notre Dame versus Arizona State. Go Notre Dame.
Dude, you weren't impressed by me memorizing
Your recall
that?
is
I was
great.
2 games
I'm
away from
focused
doing
on
it.
trying to
Your recall
look
is
up
great,
SMU.
but the other thing that sucks is these are not set in stone at the moment.
They are not.
We
These are
still have
projections.
championship games to come on,
We do.
which are huge.
I don't necessarily.
SMU's 11-1.
Mm-hmm. In the ACC.
Ave, what 3 or 4 bowl games are you most excited to watch?
UT, wherever they play.
They're playing Georgia.
They're playing in the championship
Yeah,
game.
against SEC. Or SEC Championship, sorry.
Is it the Orange Bowl then? Sugar
No, it's
Bowl?
just a championship game.
Sure.
Yeah, no, but it's a bowl though.
It is a bowl.
I don't think so. It's just a championship.
Oh,
game.
no. Bowls are all,
Bowls are
they're
like
all the bowls. The playoff games are the
playoff
bowls.
games are the bowls.
I hate that actually, but
I don't.
whatever.
Yeah, we were just in sync there.
Georgia versus
That was
Texas
pretty
in the SEC championship game. So we get the rematch. I
Oh,
mean,
you're right because it's like
Dude,
the
low-key
winner
carries
of
a
the-
lot of weight for Georgia. Don't you think?
I mean, I think they're in either way.
No, not if they lose again. They might not be. If
I mean,
there's
they
if
might
there's
not
another
be,
big
but
win.
I think they will be.
They're going
They're
to
just
make it.
too
I mean,
competitive.
if they
to win
lose,
it
it'll be
all.
like they went 1-1 with Texas, and they beat Texas this year. If they win, it'll be like we beat Texas twice. So I think they're in automatically.
Be close.
I do too, but it's at least got to be a good game. Texas, they're just too like competitive to have.
It's SEC. You
They
know,
could potentially win.
It'll be close if they
SEC's
lose.
got to make it in there, bro.
It'll be very, very close.
Well, I mean, Alabama will get him.
And they beat Bama. That's like.
You want to take a quick one there, and then jump in NBA?
I mean, I'm doing. I could pee, but were there any other bowl games you wanted to discuss, or we'll just talk about them after they happen?
We'll talk about them when they're set in stone. Or you're talking about the championship games.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just the championship. Well, we don't got to talk championship games. We can talk bowl games when we get there.
Exactly. They're not set in stone yet, and I don't want to get too hyped.
Been on football for a hot minute too.
Yeah. All right. Well, then in that case, you guys probably won't feel any sort of weight at all, but we'll be right back with some basketball. So we will hop right into the NBA, where, as was the case for most of our lives, the West is much stronger than the East. But I would say, I don't know if you guys agree that this year in particular, it's kind of getting out of hand. The East have, so the Sixers, for example, are 4-14,
Mm-hmm.
but right now are only 5 games out of the 6th seed,
Which is a solid playoff spot. You don't have to play in the play-ins.
Correct. Now that being said, the Pelicans also out west have 4 wins, and they are 8.5 games out of the 6th seed in the West. So that feels more reasonable when we're only 20 or so games in. But that just really shows you how much stronger the West is in general. And I would say not much has changed as far as the Cavaliers are still in first at 18-3, but I think we all agree that we really fear the Boston Celtics more than any other team in the East or potentially in the whole league. One shocker, I would say, is the Orlando Magic. I think Banchero's actually been out for a little while.
For most of the season.
But Franz Wagner's been
balling.
elite.
Franz is nice.
That's another exciting white out there on
Very
the court.
exciting.
He can join the exciting whites group. Can we make that official?
Yeah, me, you.
He's foreign though. I don't know if that counts.
No,
because you've had Luca, you've got Nikola. Those are exciting
jealous?
whites as well.
No, see,
You're jealous now?
Luca and Jokic,
Eastern European at that.
No, see, Luca and Nikola are not in the exciting whites group yet, but I'm ready to put Franz in the exciting whites group.
Yeah, I mean, I would love
I
Nikola
disagree.
in it. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah,
I'll
I know.
take
I just want to.
You want to stick it to me?
I just want to stick it to him.
Oh my gosh.
Super Pauls.
But
Dude, Cortland Sutton's good. He's having a year.
I got him on my fantasy team.
No, we might have started him this week.
We did because of
Bo
Alex.
Nix loves
I didn't check the lineup.
But Franz cannot be in the exciting whites. I will not give you that. He's a European man. Exciting whites have got to come from North America.
It's got to be a pure blood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. I didn't know that rule. Jason Williams, exciting white.
Exciting, yes, an exciting white.
Fine. Well, I'll make that trade.
That was bad.
Those are the rules.
Basketball for basketball.
Mhm.
Okay, fine. We'll add one exciting white every episode. That'll be great. It'll be a segment.
That would be
This
great.
week's exciting white,
Jason
Jason
Williams.
Williams. Boom. Now we can make that a clip. Yes.
Honorable mention.
No honorable mentions because we might need to save it for
Oh.
next week.
There's not too many.
There's not that many exciting whites. That's why it's a thing.
Fair.
Anyway, for those of you who missed last episode, Cooper DeJean and Reed Blankenship
That was
started.
my
the
honorable
exciting-
mention.
Those are the exciting
Yeah.
whites.
That was the joke.
I don't get the joke.
That the exciting whites who started it would be the honorable mention for this week because they played so well.
They did.
You got it, go.
But they're already in it. Anyway, Orlando Magic still a surprise team nonetheless. And then the rest of it pretty much wraps out as you would think. The Knicks are in the mix, the Bucks are in the mix, the Heat are in the mix, and the Sixers still suck balls.
Yeah, but we're getting healthy, and then
Nah,
we're
I'm
not
out
healthy
on them.
again.
I'm
So
out on them.
The Sixers right now
I
are
was happy before the season started.
the Sixers right now, although we broke this rule slightly today, are like the Cowboys and the Jets. They stink, and we will not cover them until very much proven differently. Like, I'm still not ready to dissect the Cowboys and the Jets other than gambling on them against the Bengals. So, is everyone okay with that?
Shout out Jessica.
Sixers suspended from the show indefinitely.
definitely banned. I've watched about 2 quarters of Sixers basketball in total this year, and I will not be watching any more basketball until they approach 500.
Yeah, which is, I mean, listen, they have a roster that in theory, it's we're only 20 games in, it's turnaroundable, but it's so ugly out there. Yeah, and as we mentioned Steph last episode, Ave and Mike and Jessica, and he lost like 4 out of 5 since. But you know, the Warriors are still coached well. They're a well-oiled machine. I'm surprised out west with the Rockets. Honestly,
No, they got a good coach.
I was gonna say
That's a
I
good
don't
coach.
see where it's coming from. The Dylan Brooks effect, the
No.
Fred VanVleet
Yes,
effect.
yes.
Um,
Jalen Greens has been hooping.
oh, has he? Good,
Yeah.
good for him. He seems a little
Crazy.
super.
They're third in like
got
their
that
power
dad.
rankings. recently.
superficial.
He's got that dad strength, bro.
So they're
He's
up
got to
there
play
sure.
for the contract, bro. He's out there hooping out of his mind.
The Thunder are great too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I just
They
the
even have that
Rockets
Chet
are.
out and that who's that dude from the Knicks?
Yeah. Hartenstein.
Yeah,
He's been good.
yeah.
He
Right.
was good with the Knicks too.
That's my point. Like, what a signing by them.
Yeah. Is that Javante Tugg? It is Javante Williams for everyone who has him on your bench. He scored a touchdown. It's me. I have him on my bench. Okay. Mike, there was a listing you were telling me about. You didn't get into details, but who came out with it? ESPN, Bleacher Report, somebody? You want to tell us a
ESPN.
little bit about that?
You're talking about the top 25 and under 25. That's what came out recently.
I guess so.
Do you want to run how many? I don't think we need to run through all 25, honestly.
Yeah, let's do. I want to just talk about really, I guess, top 5, but let's do top 10 just because I'm sure we won't necessarily agree with the list.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do top 10 and I'm gonna do some that are interesting, and I'm gonna go down 10-1.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna pull some weight here. I feel like.
We're going to need you.
Don't count
Segun,
on me.
Sengun on the Rockets.
Sengun, yeah.
He's a 10. Jalen Williams
Hey,
at 9.
yo, you rate men like that?
Jalen who?
Hey, you only got to make it like that.
Jalen Green?
Jalen Williams is at
Williams,
9.
That's OKC, okay.
Yeah. David Mobley on the Cavs at 8.
I don't love that.
People are getting old, I guess. Okay, go ahead.
Maxey at 7.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Halliburton at 6. Chet at 5. Exciting White at 4. 3's Benchero.
Okay.
Bancaro.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I know you're
Exciting
gonna
White
question
at
that.
no, I
4.
got you.
Exciting White is
Trončić?
at 4.
No, it can't be Trončić.
No,
Who are you talking
It's
about?
Franz Wagner.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Maxey.
Anthony Edwards at 2 and Wemby at 1.
Oh my
this list is
gosh.
awful.
I agree with actually the first 2. I think they're interchangeable.
I
Personally.
don't. I think Edwards is
is,
better
yeah.
than Wemby.
Dude, Wemby's
He
almost,
dropped the 50
He's
bomb.
great.
He's
but,
close to
like,
averaging a triple double.
Yeah, but AE's been doing it for
Well, why
way
is it good for
longer.
LeBron? He's the GOAT when LeBron does it, but when Wemby
it's like
does it in his
Westbrook.
second year,
Westbrook wasn't better than LeBron
he
when
was
he was
probably the
doing
best
it.
point guard in the league, though.
Yeah, but Edwards is better than Wemby.
And we're talking overall,
today.
so
And
that's
he's been
it.
doing it for
But-
a longer time.
Let me say,
Okay, but Franz Wagner is not better than Maxey.
no, I also have some.
Halliburton's not better than
And he's
Maxey.
not better than Halliburton.
Dude, it gets so much better. There's some interesting ones.
And the one who's Chet is not better than Maxey and
He's
Halliburton.
barely played.
Yeah, no way.
Green's at 20.
Jalen Green's at 20.
Who's above him? Who's above him? Brando's?
I'm going. At 16 is Zion.
He never plays.
I know.
Zion's nice though.
He almost
When he
shouldn't be in
plays,
it.
Like 25.
This one's a low key
Ja
one,
Morant.
but he's so. Ja's not on it.
Is he under 25?
I think
Oh,
he might be
have went to Murray
26.
State for a while.
This one's like underrated, but I think he's so good. Brandon Miller on the Hornets.
He is very good, but the Hornets suck very bad. So
Garland at
Yes,
14, Cunningham at 13, LaMelo at
Dude.
12, Scotty Barnes at 11.
LaMelo at
Cade
12.
Cunningham is ridiculous.
Cade
His
Cunningham is
numbers are
ridiculous.
so good.
If he
this year.
wasn't,
he's
yeah,
playing
but-
for the Pistons.
yeah, that's why he
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
get any hype the past 2 years.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I completely agree. And I'm anti this guy. I never thought I would argue him. But LaMelo at 12 is crazy. LaMelo could be top 3 on this list.
He's the guy
And-
that plays with AirPods in LA.
Literally,
That's what he is.
But Brandon
Yeah, but
Ingram
he's-
above LaMelo.
No, that's a
is
compliment.
crazy.
That's a compliment, by
LaMelo's-
the way.
I
That
think-
means he's hooping. Like he's
just
guy that
not-
does
I-
creative stuff and it just works.
I think he's averaging 30.
Yeah, I don't think he's averaging.
Yes, he
But
is.
he's
Could you look up
he's
LaMelo
doing
Ball's
stuff that like you
averages
shouldn't be
for
able
the
to do in
current-
the NBA. He's just
currently
literally
in
just
NBA?
freaking it and just having fun every single game. And
Dude, he's
it's working
shooting
for him.
1-footers off the pick as he runs left.
Yeah. But Brandon Ingram's over him in this list.
No,
Okay.
Brandon Miller's at 15.
Brandon Miller.
But I think Brandon Miller's kind of good at 15. If not,
Okay.
like, it should be 12 or somewhere in there. LaMelo should
Yeah.
be up. Like, he's better than
Top
Sengun. He's better than
5.
Jalen Williams. He's better than Evan
He's
Williams.
top
LaMelo is
5.
better than everyone in the top 10.
He's
He
better
might
than
not be
Edwards.
better than Tyrese,
Better
in
than-
my
no, he's better
opinion.
than
I think
Tyrese.
I'd put him
Tyrese
over
is low
Wemby.
at 6. I think Tyrese is kind of a lock at 3.
That's more of an argument for
I would
me
put Melo
than
over,
Edwards is.
Maxey.
no,
LaMelo's
I'm sorry.
averaging
Excuse me. Halliburton.
31.1
Oh, yeah.
points.
31 points.
31.1 points. Assists
6.9.
and rebounds.
5.4.
Yeah, he's
Bro.
nuts.
31,
MVP.
7,
30.
and 5.
36 and 5 is even nuts.
What are
up
what's,
the one.
what's
You
his
lower
per
the one
36
up
though?
the one.
No, he's 6.9.
Oh, I bet.
What's
Yeah.
his per 36?
He's
though?
actually
31.1.
second. I'm
Shut
close
up.
first.
We're not doing that stat again,
It's
dude.
probably crazy.
But yo,
What about
so
player
do we agree
efficiency
at least
rating?
1 and 2 is interchangeable? Victor and Edwards?
I
No.
mean, I might put Melo in the top 2.
No
Yeah, I have
shot,
Melo.
dude. He's been hurt. He was
I
out
think-
last year.
I think Melo is more arguable to be Wemby than Edwards is. I think Edwards is clear of both.
He's
I do
second
think
leading
so
the
as well.
offensive leaders
not having a great
right
year
now,
this year.
and Giannis is number 1 with 32.9.
Second in the
In the NBA.
in the association.
Do you want to hear
Yes.
the honorable mentions super quick, I guess?
Yes. Give me like 3.
I mean, there's 4, so no one really exciting.
Give me all 2.
Jaden Ivey,
No.
Pistons, Benedict Mathurin, I don't know who that is,
Brandon
Pacers.
Mathurin's good.
Trey Murphy the third on New Orleans. Cam Thomas on the Nets. Cam Thomas
Cam
is
Thomas
low-key
can go,
above.
yeah.
Cam Thomas is
He's-
nice. He
he's
should
good.
be. Yeah,
I mean, is he better than Bilal Coulibaly?
I think so.
I've never heard of this.
I'm gonna say yeah.
He's on the Wizards, so that's why you never heard of him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one quick thing before we wrap up. I know I said no six. Sorry for hometown hoops. This is just a particular person on the Sixers. Dude, Fingernails McCain might sneak away with Rookie of the Year.
Should.
Yeah, he's definitely a front runner right now.
He's like at one point was averaging 30 as a starter. And I saw 28 eventually. So I mean that's reasonable that it comes down slightly, but he's like the second most points as a starting rookie since Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I don't know what he's averaging, period. Probably in the low to mid 20s overall, but dude, that's awesome. Good for fingernails.
I'll say that your French blokes 1 and 2 have not played up to par. Is it Alex Sarr?
Don't you're that. I didn't. First of all, Sarr was supposed to be 1 and he went 2. They reached on like Zachariah or something.
Yeah, for the Hawks.
He straight up said, "I'm not good at basketball," which is crazy.
Wait, what? It was a language thing.
No, he said he was like, yeah.
Or Google Translate.
He said he goes, they're just as athletic as me here. I'm actually just another guy, if anything, and I can't dominate with my athleticism anymore. So
it's a smart strat.
I'm gonna have to practice on my basketball. I'm like, yo, you're the number 1 pick in the draft. That's crazy. Like,
you don't admit that.
I mean,
smart strat.
You obviously understand.
Chess, not checkers. People are gonna underestimate him. He's a chess, not checkers.
You can't be underestimated as the number 1 overall pick.
I mean, you understand that overseas the athleticism is going to be slightly lower, but like you just said that's all you had. Like that was the thing.
Yeah.
And now you don't have it because of course they're more athletic here.
Well, at least he got paid. He got compensated as the number 1 overall pick. So that second NBA contract, you're gonna have to work, my boy.
Njoku touchdown.
That suck.
Shameless Jameis, love him.
That really suck.
He might be the best Thursday night football player ever.
He might be the best
this
football
is
player ever.
That's what I meant.
Primetime football player ever.
I was thinking of last Thursday already when it snowed and he was playing the Steelers.
Look at Nick Chubb. I love Nick Chubb.
And straight up.
All right. Well, real quick, let's hop into MLB just because some interesting free agency happened where Blake Snell signed with the LA Dodgers, which is pretty ridiculous just because they already have Shohei, Walker Buehler, unless he's a free agent, because I did not see him
I was going to ask you that when I saw this.
So maybe he's a free agent, but I don't think so.
If there was like someone that they were losing, that they were able to sign him. Because it was not a small contract.
Kershaw, Buehler, Bobby Miller, Yamamoto, Snell, and they're going to sign like Raikou.
That other guy coming over soon?
Yeah, Kawasaki.
No way they signed him.
Did you say Shohei in this lineup?
Yeah, he was first. They have 7 starting pitchers, and they also have Dustin May, that dude with the long red hair. Again, unless Buehler
Dustin
and
May's
May,
nice.
Bobby Miller is definitely on the team, and he throws like 97 to 100. Buehler and Dustin May both get to 100 as well. The average fastball for that starting rotation, 8 of them, which you only need 5, obviously, would be like 99.5. And 5 of them have won a Cy Young. There have been 6 total Cy Young awards awarded to that group, which is just insane. Oh, and Tyler Glasnow.
I'm still stuck on the other guy that's going to be coming over. They're really going to be able to sign him? Like, how are they going to afford that?
Well, a lot of Japanese players like to play in California because it's the closest state to Japan, and now they want to play with Shohei. So there's no salary cap.
What if that becomes a full just Shohei team? Like he's the leader. He's just the absolute leader of the team.
Team Japan won the World Baseball Classic, and the Dodgers, they're not showing they signed Yamamoto, they signed Shohei, they're going to sign Raikou Kawasaki.
It sounds like the electric Pokemon.
Yeah, Raikou. It's Pokemon's evolution.
There we go.
The name I'm saying is wrong, but it's close.
I like it.
Yeah, it's something like that.
And he's electric, so that checks out.
He's so good. I love Japanese baseball so much. It's the best. It's so good.
It's just not better than America.
No, yeah, it is.
Nah.
100%. I love it. It's so...
That's just a joke.
I know. It's just so precise. Anyway, yeah, Blake Snell signed with the Dodgers. Don't know why, but I guess it is what it is. Some of them are going to come out of the
big
pen.
loss for the Padres, low key. If you want to touch on that end.
Yeah, they'll sign somebody. They still have a really strong rotation, regardless. Snell's kind of a problem, but he's really good at baseball.
He's got to be like a step.
Was he with the Giants or the Padres?
Padres.
I don't think he's with the Giants.
He was with the Giants at some point, but
Padres.
The latest season was the Padres. Okay.
But so he's got to be like Stephon Diggs of the NFL. Like, there's
Yes.
the guy in the
Yeah.
locker room,
He is.
100%.
He's Stephon Diggs.
Because he was electric on the Rays, even.
Yeah, he's great. He's really,
so good.
He's really, really good. He's just like a bare minimum guy.
Hey, if you're winning, you're winning. If you have a low ERA, you have a low ERA.
That's Blake Snow. And then the other free agency thing, Juan Soto starting to flirt with some teams. Looks like it's going to be 600 or more to be able to sign him, which is crazy because, I mean, Shohei signed for 700, but he's pitching for you. 600 for Soto's unbelievable. Like, for the thing with whole, like, how's Philly going to sign him? And he's almost doubling Bryce Harper's contract. I know it was signed in a different era, but no one else is going to sign for 600 on one side of the ball. And he is incredible, but it's just weird. It's just really weird.
Leanne's dad argues that it's absurd because he's like he says he's an average fielder. I think he's a better fielder than what he says. But he's like, why should you, like you're saying, get paid close to Shohei when you're a bat in the lineup? Not even like that guy that's going to produce on both sides of the ball, like Aaron Judge or something like that.
He's
or like a Mookie, like something like that.
Yeah, Mookie's phenomenal. I would invest more in Soto than Judge.
That's what I said, but that's what I was saying. He's saying
he's not a bad fielder.
That's what I said.
But Judge is pretty talented. I just think Soto's a better hitter than Judge. It's crazy to say, but Soto's
the season.
Yeah, Soto's
well, overall better, not power, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you would still even debate.
But like he's still like Judge hit 330. I mean, I might be wrong, but like I love Soto.
Well, can we compare batting averages just for the fun of it?
Like career wise, like last year.
Career would be more fun, actually.
Like even this past year, Judge. You could probably type Soto versus Judge into Google, and they'll have some cool comparison.
What did you do, Jessica? Tell us.
Oh yeah, pick 6 by the Browns, by the way. Anyway, yeah, so he's gonna get upwards of 600. It's pretty crazy.
He's gonna get like 657.
But he's great. He's so good.
Why that random number, Mike? 657.
No, like 650 to like 700.
Yeah.
Like
I thought you said 657 million.
Sorry, I was just talking, Mike. That's on me.
Whatever.
I have
For career. 2024. Judge is going to be better, but Soto's year was crazy. Go ahead.
Batting average, home runs.
They were 1 and 2 in MVP.
RBIs,
no,
OPS.
they weren't because Bobby Witts.
Because we love OPS.
We do love OPS.
On base plus slugging.
Career?
No, just 2024.
No. Well, I'll do career, I guess.
No, that works. Go ahead. Raffle them all for 2024.
all right.
Home run. Just do home runs, RBIs, and then OPS.
Yeah, Judge had a better 2024. Why can't I look at the whole career? Ooh.
The home runs just go so much.
I think I have full career, and
they just go so much further, pun intended.
They're pretty close in games played, so this should be pretty good. All right. So in their career, Judge has 3,500 at-bats or 3,600 at-bats, and Soto has 3,300 at-bats. Judge is almost at 1,000 games. Soto's at 940. Home runs, Judge 315, Soto 200.
Dude, that wasn't going to be close, though.
Judge has played in Yankee Stadium his whole career as well.
Truth. So 300 more at-bats and 114 more home runs. I want to get to... Okay, batting average. Judge 288, Soto 285. On base percentage 421, Soto. Judge 406. OPS, Judge 1.010.
That's insane.
That's crazy. Soto's 953.
Also insane.
Like
950's not getting enough love there.
Yeah, I don't know. Judge is crazy.
Yeah, we might be wrong.
Judge is 32.
He's a better fielder too.
Judge is 32 and Soto is 26, but they have
You
a
invest-
similar time in the MLB.
You invest more in the Juan Soto, but if you were like, I need to win this year.
I don't know. I
No,
would still want to
have you
pick
seen what
Soto, but
Judge did in the series. The World
Yeah, but we're not
Series.
talking playoffs. We're just talking career-wise if you're comparing them right now.
yeah, but
playoffs
maybe that's
aside.
part of it though. No,
I
not
think
playoffs
so.
aside. That's
I
the
know you would
thing.
have to look at it. I'm just trying to.
No, I'm going Soto.
I'm
Sorry.
going Soto too.
Soto.
Juan Soto.
And we're moving on.
Playoffs aside, I take Judge. Playoffs included. I'm a big.
You can't.
No
do
play. It's like
playoffs.
saying I'm
Yeah.
going to golf and I'm not going to putt. I'm going to just.
I don't agree with you guys. I'll go Soto.
Yeah.
I would have to go
You
Soto
can still
because I
go
hate
Judge,
No,
but you
because I
can't
hate Judge in the
exclude-
playoffs. Leanne knows
Yeah.
that too. He's been one. I've said it on multiple pods already.
Yeah.
He's been 116 his playoff career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not even baseball season, but got to shoot. So, Dave,
What's up, Blair?
talk to me about F1.
There's a lot going on. We have crowned a new champion in the time we've been going from the podcast. We have Max Verstappen winning his 4th straight Formula One World Drivers' Championship. Technically his 3rd straight, but we don't really talk about his first one. But yeah, he came in first place in the race over in Las Vegas. He did not come in first place in that race. Sorry. Came in first place this past weekend in Qatar. But he had already secured the championship in Vegas where he placed 5th. Actually, in the Las Vegas Grand Prix, we had a Mercedes 1-2 with George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. And then the Ferrari boys came in 3rd and 4th, and then Verstappen in 5th. That was the Las Vegas Grand Prix. But the Qatar Grand Prix, which was this past weekend, Verstappen 1st, Leclerc 2nd, Piastri 3rd, George Russell 4th, Pierre Gasly 5th. Verstappen's already claimed the world championship, but there's still fighting in the Constructors' Championship between Ferrari and McLaren.
Yeah.
And Lando Norris had a huge penalty in this past weekend at Qatar, which cost him a lot of points in this race. So the Constructor Championship is very, very close. I think it's 20-something points, maybe 30 points away between the two teams. So,
Ferrari's been strong recently because I thought, I mean, everybody figures Red Bull's going to run away with it just because of Verstappen's performances, but McLaren was really the team that caught up to them, and then like throughout the season. But Ferrari kind of just lingered in the shadows, and then now they're putting up enough points to
between the two drivers. And
yeah, between the two drivers, exactly.
But they're getting rid of one in the coming season. But
Well, they're replacing him with the
7-time world champion.
Yeah, with a decent driver, eight time.
But yeah, it's 21 points is the difference between the two constructors in McLaren and Ferrari. McLaren sits at 640, Ferrari at 619. So there's one race left. I'm not sure which. I don't think it's this weekend, but maybe next weekend or the weekend after. But this will be a huge race for the Constructors' Championship.
But Verstappen's clear.
Verstappen's very, very clear.
And that's a lock, right?
Yeah, he locked it in after his 5th place finish in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. There was a funny article that came out after the Grand Prix when they were traveling to Qatar. It was like I guess the race happened on a Saturday, so it was a Sunday or a Monday morning, and Max Verstappen was already at the airport drinking beers, or probably from like the night before. And George Russell sees him at the airport, and he's like, "What is this dude doing drinking at 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is?" And then Verstappen responds, "I was thirsty."
Yeah, I mean, it's tough not to drink. It's tough to drink liquids at the airport and it not be alcohol.
Yeah, because you're getting on that plane.
It's just nice at the airport. Airport beers are
Top 10 beers.
yeah.
Top 5 beer.
Top 5 beer you can consume.
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree with you.
Thoughts, beer guy?
I feel like ballpark.
Ballpark
it's
beers
gotta
are
be-
great.
Dude,
What's
ballpark
the
beers
first
are
one?
super expensive, though.
First beer back.
But you know what beats
First man's beer.
ballpark or even NFL is that first tailgate beer.
First tailgate beer is great. First like vacation beer, like at
That's
an
an airport beer, though, for me. Or I feel like it should be
True.
for everybody else.
I'm tailgate beer number one.
All right, you got it, Mike.
That one's fire.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of another one. Your first
Golf beer.
Golf beer is great.
The first golf beer is a good one,
Yeah, you took that from me.
especially like early. Like if you have like an 8:20 tee time.
Hey, you get to just power through.
You just like this that first.
You just gotta get there. Yeah.
Those golden bubbles hitting your lips. So good.
Well, it's something better like when you have the conversation with the bartender at the golf course, right? Too, and they're like, "Hey, no better way to start your day, huh?" Than the 6-pack of Millers.
Their first rodeo. They got people in there.
Yeah, it's funny when they joke about it.
Okay, so to close out F1, we got Verstappen who's going to win, and then depending on how the last race goes, I think our internet cut out, by the way, which is maybe why you can't find anything.
It cut everything for me. I don't even got the agenda no more.
The TV's not working.
First, Alex Hannon's loud, and then he breaks Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm locked out forever.
But so Verstappen's going to win, and then it's going to be between McLaren and Ferrari for the Constructors' Cup. Oh, it's back. Let's go. Wi-Fi. Yes. But so recently, I mean, I've watched F1 for a long time because of my dad, and you two, probably a somewhat similar reason, but also Netflix series and then just having friends who also watch F1. But I would say in our adulthood, we have definitely been excited to wake up and watch it and been more focused on. And since we've been more focused on F1 in our, I guess, adult-ish ages, we've had Verstappen really be the dominant force. I mean, obviously, particularly the past 4 years. And so growing up, there was Schumacher, and there was Alonso, and there was Vettel, and then Hamilton, and then Verstappen, and of course, many great drivers along the way. But just as far as like who was dominating at the time, I saw the statistic recently, and I've just been in this impression that like, yes, Schumacher and Hamilton have more career wins, and like season wins at that. But Verstappen's dominance, we've never seen anything like it. Like, everybody expects him to win every race, no matter where he starts. But I just saw this. So after 4 seasons, Verstappen had 207 races and Hamilton had 206. They both had 62 wins. Verstappen had 40 poles and Hamilton had 72. Verstappen had 111 podiums. Hamilton had 116, and they both had 5 Grand Slam. So the dominance that I am like in awestruck, I'll say,
of
Verstappen, thinking that yes, there are others with greater history, kind of like a Mahomes situation right now. Like, yes, of course, Brady is the greatest, but his first 7 seasons were not as good as Mahomes's have been. Maybe it's like statistically, but here it's like, no, Hamilton actually was just as dominant in his first 4 years as Verstappen has been. So it's just shocking. I wanted to share that Hamilton was, I mean, he still is very good, but like he was incredibly dominant during his time.
I did not know that at all. I knew he was a great driver and he's been around for a while as well, but I didn't know if you compared him to what I've seen from Max Verstappen, they're kind of parallel, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Verstappen seems like, as you said, he's expected to win every race and he wins every race, except the fact, or if he gets knocked out of the race by like an accident or whatever, like a flat tire, or an engine failure or whatnot. But it's crazy that their dominance are just like so in line with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I guess there goes F1. And then to close it out, let's talk. You have one more?
Sergio Perez will not be in a Red Bull next season.
Oh, that's right. Did he sign elsewhere or just not with Red Bull?
Not with Red Bull. I don't know who they're going to replace him with, but that is huge news. He's been underperforming this year, and he's out of a seat in Red Bull now.
Do you think Verstappen is happy or angry?
I think that he's happy because next year, I think Ferrari's going to give him a run for their money. I think McLaren's still going to be up there. I think Mercedes is going to be good again next year. So I think it's going to be very, very even next year. I think he's going to need a partner that can help him throughout the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship. I think he's going to need somebody that's like parallel to his skill level that'll help him win his, if he goes for a 5th Drivers' Championship in a row.
Wouldn't that make him more annoyed though? Because wouldn't he want like the guy that he's had rather than?
It's nice to race against your teammate rather than an opponent sometimes. Yeah, I shouldn't say sometimes, but like if your teammate is competing against someone
nicer, yes, I agree.
But like if your teammate is competing against that 3rd or 4th racer, they are slowing them down to some extent.
Right.
Perez was,
It's a team sport at the end of the day.
Because I know everything about F1, but I just want to make sure, like,
The people know.
yeah. Perez has been that bad that
This
it's
season,
not
yes.
worth keeping because anyone almost could be better and help Red Bull.
I don't know
be
if it's
better.
anyone, but it's almost like Red Bull is too competitive of a team that should be winning, where it's like you can't have your second guy. Like
You
as
put
a
Pierre in that
seventh-
seat, Pierre does better that. So that means they
Pierre
can
would
get him.
cook, dude. Pierre's a great driver. He might. he then Verstappen would be pissed. That I can say.
Imagine
problem.
listening to him in your ear the whole time.
Yeah. No. I already lived that life.
But yeah, I wonder who they're going to replace that seat with. That'll be very, very interesting.
Hamilton's going to Ferrari. I don't know if you know that. but-
I said it on the pod already.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But next year is going to be
Personal
so
zone, I'm pretty
interesting.
sure.
I can't wait. I know we got one more race left, but 2025 is going to be
And
exciting.
Louis having a great year too, so like that'll make Ferrari even more interesting.
The car has not been like it's been good at some points, and then the car has been absolutely the worst thing ever to drive. So like he's been up and down.
Well, great for what he was expected, I guess. Right?
He's just
He didn't have
getting.
great-
I mean, he wants to win every single race. He's a 7-time world champion, and like it's so frustrating to not to be in a winning car.
Well,
So he's
shoot.
It's like Rogers or Wilson, where it's like you're not sure, but
I mean, I'm sure I'd take Rogers.
They should still have it, you know. Except Rogers doesn't. Wilson seems to maybe still have it.
Yeah.
Except he's better than both of them.
Recency bias.
Okay, so a quick run through soccer. Man City haven't won in the month of November. Crazy. Keep talking about it. We're not mad about it, but other
I'm a
than
City fan. I'm pissed.
other than them losing a ton, Liverpool running away with the Premier League is a little bit tough to see. It's still early, but how much are they up?
9 points.
9 points clear of second place.
Who
I feel
is?
like the early games play.
Arsenal.
I feel like they play a more important role in leagues like Premier League. Like those points matter a lot, especially with how many teams are in there. Like you get a few of those bottom table in a row, and all of a sudden you're up 12, and then you're up 15. I don't know.
I mean,
or
you think
even
of a
you stay at
9,
9, but you're getting more. You're halfway through the season all of a sudden.
It's just
Sorry.
less games to play.
Yeah.
but like a 9-point lead is 3 instances throughout the year where they have to lose,
The other team has to win.
and Arsenal or any team currently tied with Arsenal has to win.
Yeah.
It's not like if Liverpool tie, which it's hard to win in soccer. Like to win is very much an accomplishment. Like tying is very, very possible. So like they might not lose 3 games
for the rest of
for
the,
the rest
season.
of the year. So they have to lose, and Arsenal has to have 3 more wins than them.
Yeah, it's just more pressure on the teams that are lower them in the table to win games, which you said is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Like they can't have a draw. They have to go out and get all 3 points basically every single weekend.
Now,
Because-
obviously, there's a scenario where Liverpool just tie a bunch of games moving forward, and they're only getting 1 point per game, and someone else is winning. But in all likelihood, a 9-point swing is going to have to be from loss on Liverpool's.
Yeah, and well, they still have to play each other. That's the only thing. So they'll have to play Man City again and things like that, and Arsenal again. So that's where, other teams that are below them in the table can make up their points. But they're looking very, very strong. New manager came in this year, and he's got them at the top of the table. Like, you really can't ask for much more from the Liverpool side.
Yeah, Liverpool looks good. The high pressure, even without Klopp, is still there. I don't know if you watched the game this weekend, but it's like they were all over the ball.
Dude, they have so much energy. I don't get it. They have so much energy. Like, it looks like they're playing like little kids because they're just running around the whole game. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They just seem so professional. Their work rates are just so high. I don't know what it is compared to like every other team in the Premier League.
Yeah, they definitely do some sort of stamina training, and it's insane.
And it works.
You want to run down like the top 8, top 5, even outside of.
If you have it up, I don't have it up.
I thought one of you guys were gonna have it up.
I think it's
Nets, Liverpool,
Yeah.
Arsenal, City.
My stuff crashed when the
Maybe
Wi-Fi went
Chelsea.
out.
I think Chelsea.
You look up the
Chelsea
current Premier
won
League
2-0, I think, this
rankings.
weekend.
Isn't
standings.
like Nottingham up there?
They were. I think they lost this weekend.
Newcastle.
I don't think Newcastle.
Aston Villa?
There's like a lot of teams that are like around the same amount of points.
Just
I
look at
have
it.
them.
But
right now.
Villa, yeah.
What's the Premier League table?
Run like the first 8.
Okay. First 8 is Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Brighton, Man City, Nottingham Forest. What is that?
OG Nottingham still in there.
Oh, it's just that.
The Brian's
Tottenham.
hilarious.
Tottenham is 8th.
Brentford.
What do you think
Is
of what do you think of Tottenham?
Brentford.
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham.
That's all right.
Soccer trends are the best.
Like top 10, just 9 is Man United.
Let's
and
go.
then-
We're in the top
Hey,
10.
single digits. That's
I love
huge.
you.
You really
Man
just
is
threw Ava Bone there.
Fulham.
That's funny.
Garnacho,
Fulham.
the Argentinian.
Fulham.
Messi.
Amad Diallo,
That's
bro.
funny.
The guy.
Shout out Dempsey.
The ledge.
Manu. I like Manu. Is he playing or not?
Manu. Ugarte?
Manu.
Manu. Kobe.
Kobe.
He just
That
got
one
back.
bike
Kobe's
by
nice.
what's his face? I'm drawing a blank. Is up for the
Oh, Garnacho?
Puskas.
Dude, that goal was
oh,
so
yeah, that was nasty.
It's up for the Puskas
That goal
award.
was so clean.
I watched this guy on YouTube, and he's a Man U fan, and he does a Road to Glory.
Is
So
it
he-
Ava on sideline banter?
It is not. But he so he doesn't put any money against it. It's all like grinded out type stuff, like SBCs, and he
Even though
does
they're way better at FIFA than
squad
us.
battles and rivals. No, not really. I mean, they are maybe at this point because they've been grinding it out, but they're just regular entertaining type players. But he has a series called Mano's Men, and so he has to have Mano, and he's been running him through Evos, and like he has this elite Kobe Mano card, and then pretty much everything around him. Honestly, Danny Aaron started it with Addy Emmy's Army.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, even before then.
last season.
Yeah, it was still last season. Then it was
Yeah.
Eddie Emmy's Army.
But
And now
Addy
it's
Emmy's Army
Bale's
blew up.
Boys.
Bale's Boys this year. Yeah,
who he just signed.
got
Shout
it.
out Danny
Yeah.
Aaron. He just signed
Yeah,
he just picked up the Gareth Bale icon
he's gonna
card.
be a dad. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
I'm not even kidding.
As he
I know
says,
you're
shout
not
out to
kidding.
him.
That's
Okay.
wild. But
Okay.
yeah, dude, Bale is like 2.15 million coins in this game.
Sheesh.
It's the first time he's ever been an icon, and his icon card is crazy. And Danny Aaron's finally on a
Back
road
on.
to glory, so no money.
Yeah.
Finally,
For like 2.4.
bought him. Like
Oh, he had
built
enough
up enough
coins.
coins.
Like he was
to
doing
finally buy him.
SBCs. He was selling like
Dude,
Dude,
Van Dykes.
he uploads every single day. He
Okay.
plays every day. And
He even
does-
grinds squad battles so you get to the max rewards.
Oh, I hate this.
He like squad battles, rivals.
Dude, you know what?
Obviously
I need to
foot
quit my
chins.
job is what I need to do.
Hey man, if you're entertaining, that's what this is for. Freaking subscribe and comment and tell your friends and family so that we can quit our job.
Take clips too and post them everywhere.
Yes, sir.
We don't care. We don't care if we get clipped. It's more publicity.
Yeah. Screen record on your phones and just post them places. Just tag us so that we know.
And so people can follow.
Honestly, or don't.
if you don't tag us, that's fine. It
No,
doesn't really
tag
matter.
us so people can follow.
Oh, that's true.
True.
That's true.
Tag us so they know who we are. But yeah, that takes us to the end of the episode, JD's and Lenelman. So that leaves us obviously with a 2-minute drill.
I'll put in my 2-minute drill.
Okay. He's going to put in his 2-minute drill. I don't have one off the top of my head, so I'm going to need you guys to start it off. Does anybody want to?
Abe will go.
All right, Abe, what do you got for us?
So I'm going to put this in my 2-minute drill that I would have included in the last segment. But Arsenal versus Manchester United this week,
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, you boys are going down.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to be in Texas.
You're going to be losing is what you're going to be doing.
Losing in Texas.
Losing in Texas. Ruben Amorum's men
Horns down.
are going to march into Arsenal, the Emirates. I don't even know if it's a home or away game, but they're going to go to the Emirates and, you know, cause a scene, cause mayhem, and you guys are going down. My other 2-minute drill is also football, soccer related. This
Mhm.
is Ricky Puig. If you remember this kid, he's from Barcelona. Young guy, kind of got a raw deal from Barcelona. Barcelona's going through this money management crisis where they don't have the funds, so they had to let go of a young player. And he was kind of the likes of like a Pedri and Gavi, probably not the same level, but like he was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
It came from La Masia, came from the academy, but they let him go, and he signed with the LA Galaxy in the MLS.
Oh, that's right. He's
He's
doing.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
Yeah.
Very, very young guy. I think he's still like 26 at this given time. So we're in the playoffs right now. We're in the semifinals of the MLS Cup. In this game, he actually tore his ACL, but he remained in the game. And he actually had the game-deciding assist that took his team into the MLS Cup final, which he won't be playing in. But yeah, he tore his ACL, stayed in the whole game,
I saw that.
had
Yeah.
a game-deciding assist, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. You could see him like limping around a little bit,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. That was crazy.
I can't imagine playing on a torn ACL.
No, I can't either. That sounds horrible.
You'll figure it out.
And then imagine having the game-winning assist. I tell that to my kids every single day.
James,
You know, like our dads are like, I walked uphill both ways to school.
Yeah.
That's a story I would tell to my kids.
I walked on my hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll follow that up. I have an interesting one. I saw this statistic. I don't think I ended up putting it on the story, but the Instagram story is great. Learned a lot of cool things from there. I know Juan.
Bance with a Z.
Yeah, Bance with a Z. Sideline Bance with a Z. Wow, Jameis just overthrew Judy for a 80, 90 yard touchdown
tonight.
Shoot. Anyway, I thought this is pretty cool because we talk about teams who spend a ton of money on players, especially in the MLB with the cap space. I'll run through the top 3 and the bottom 3. So this is 2023 revenue versus 2024 payroll. So it's essentially how much the team earned in 2023 and then how much they paid their players. So in the bottom 3, you have the Orioles, the Athletics, and the Rays, 28th, 29th, and 30th, who made $328 million, $240 million, $301 million, and who only paid their players $116 million, $84 million, and $100 million. So that's between 33 and 35.5% of their 2023 revenue.
Disgusting. And who was the lowest? The Orioles, or not the Orioles?
The Rays. The
Okay.
Rays made $300 million and only paid their players $100 million of that.
Disgusting.
So then you have the Mets, Blue Jays, and Diamondbacks at the top of the league who paid 70%. The Diamondbacks made $314 and they paid out $220. The Blue Jays made $328 and paid out $246. So it's 75% of the revenue. And the Mets, 87% of their 2023 revenue, $393 million, was paid in 2024 to the players, $342 million. Now, those 6 are interesting on their own. I wanted to share the top 3 and bottom 3, but a sneaky one, the Yankees, because I know that's like everybody's bane of their existence, and the Dodgers too. Dodgers were at 60%, but the Yankees are only at 46.5%. They pay their players $316 million, which on quick glance looks to be the third highest payroll. But they profited in 2023 $680 million. So it only turns out to be 46.5%, which is why their payroll is so high. Mm-hmm. So anyway, percentage-wise, I thought that was an interesting breakdown. You have the Mets, Blue Jays, and Diamondbacks who pay their players the most percentage of their revenue. And the Yankees are actually on the bottom half of the list. So there's my 2-minute drop.
Jessica, more Mike, than the Yankees.
Mets percentage-wise, yeah.
You want me to go?
I don't want you to take mine, though.
No, you definitely don't have mine. You can go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mine's going to be Nick Akinye. Shout out Neil, because this guy scores every week. So he has 20 catches on the year. He plays for the Titans.
Yeah.
20 catches for the year. But he has 8 touchdowns. So he scores on a per catch average 40% of the time. Out of the game-wise, he scores a touchdown in 62% of games that he plays on. They had a bye, so my math's actually off. It's probably more like 70, 71, because I was just doing the weeks. But I know they had their bye week. So it's probably like 70 to 71% of games he scores touchdowns in. I understand it's 20 catches, but it's that's just like nuts throwing the ball.
TD. So I can help. I'll put this into perspective even more. There's only 4, maybe 5, but I think there's only 4 people who have 8 touchdowns. Not people, or not any NFL player, but receivers.
This current year.
Yeah. The next lowest amount of catches is 61.
Out of those 4 other
So
players.
he's got 20. I think it's 61, 68, and 78.
So he has a third of the catches, a fourth in some cases, as the next guy, and has equal amount of touchdowns.
It's really weird. So is he good or not? Is that
Super
good or is
efficient.
that bad?
I mean, he's the best player within 20 yards.
He's the best touchdown receiver.
Within 20 yards of the end zone, he's the best player in the game.
I just call it efficiency.
That's what I've heard.
He's like a worse Mike Evans.
I'll be honest with you, he catches some bombs, though. Like, I would love to see his yardage per catch compared to...
I would love to see...
So do they just not target him then? Like he's actually decent?
I was about to say, I would love to see how many touchdowns Will Levis has this season.
Oh, I had it up.
8. How many completed passes?
He might...
Flip it.
He might have more than he probably has as much as Mahomes. I bet you.
No, he does not.
I bet you.
That's the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Jessica, can you look up QB stats?
That's the dumbest
right now.
shit you've ever said.
I think it's so much closer than you think.
That might get you off. That might kick you off the
Mahomes
podcast.
is only throwing 19.
Will Levis touchdowns and Patrick Mahomes touchdowns 2024.
Patrick Mahomes throwing 19 touchdowns.
All right, so Patrick Mahomes has
19 touchdowns, 9 or 11 interceptions.
Yeah, he has 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And
or shit.
Who's the other below?
Will Levis.
Will Levis has
Levi.
12 touchdowns.
He's off by 7.
Dude, that's a lot.
9 interceptions.
Sheesh.
Anyway.
8 of them have gone to West Virginia.
Thanks for sharing, Mike. That's a good... Wait, so he has... Yeah, 8 of them.
8 of his 11.
That's right. 8 to 12, I thought.
Hey, simple solution, Willie.
Just
throw the ball to
that guy. Start throwing to that guy more, yeah. All right, Jessica, you want to close this out?
Sure. So apparently this has happened before, where Putin tries to rival the Olympic Games, and he's trying again, and he signed something today called the Friendship Games. And in the past, like
soft.
the U.S. and other people boycotted it, but he's trying it again.
Okay.
To have like their own games with the world. That's not
Are
the
they going to
Olympics.
do the same competitions?
Yes.
Or is
Well,
it going to be like, we're on
it wouldn't be
150
fun if they
yard race?
didn't. It wouldn't
The
be
boys
fun.
are banned, though. That's why.
Oh, yeah, they are. Russia is
Yeah, that's
bad.
why they're doing it. It's a slap in the face. So it's more of a slap in the face if they do the same game. It's like
Dude,
a
maybe
ha-ha.
this is the steroid
Yeah, but it's just
Olympics.
like against. Oh,
No.
that'd be fun.
That we've
That'd
been
be
waiting
so
for.
fun. Yeah.
That's fine. In baseball, give it to them. And you know,
Yeah, throw baseball back in the game. Dude, that would be so fun. A steroid-based Olympics. Gosh, see
Dude,
what the
sign
humans
me
can
up.
do.
Sign me up.
Well, don't sign you up. You would
You
get
would
do
die.
steroid.
I would love to do steroids.
You would go watch, but you would not.
I'm the most athletic person in the world.
Hey, you would be
Imagine
such a
being
waste of steroids, dude. You'd be juicing up, and you'd be like, "I'm not going to the gym."
working
That's
out
not
today.
yeah, you have to go. Like it just gives you like testosterone and energy, and like you recover fast. You would be recovering from nothing.
Exactly.
You'd just be pissed off. You'd just
Yeah.
be doing a bunch of juice and like getting aggravated with people. Yeah. Well, Russia's dead. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That'd be something for sure.
Well, he's trying again.
The friendship games, though, it's gonna need a better name.
That's what it's
Shoes
called.
gotta shoot.
Yeah, it's not the friendship game.
No, and I think that the U.S. boycotted it previously
like the Super
because they were
Olympics.
like, it's
The
literally just
Soups. Have you
political.
ever seen
The Broncos
Boys.
Navy's low key
the boys,
lit.
yeah, the Soup Olympics?
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, there you have it. We just finished our 2-minute drills to end the episode. Thank you again for tuning in to episode 20. We're never going to stop. We're going to make it to triple digits.
Can't wait to have a few drinks next episode.
Yeah, we're going to start maybe drinking some beverages, having some fun.
Cake.
You want cake?
Cake.
Could we clip to it? It could be a clip.
Yeah. We can end the episode, but cake.
I don't get it.
Yeah, do a clip. It's already ended. He says we signed off.
No, I didn't.
He didn't sign off yet.
Anyway,
Man, this
Luke,
is a
as
Wendy's.
usual, is long-winded. So
I'm trying to end the episode, and you guys are yelling cake at me, and you're playing the Cooper DeJean song. So anyway, thank you
Oh, that was
for
Exciting White?
listening. Yeah, that was the Exciting White
I'll
song.
haven't heard
redo
that
it.
That's the outro.
Thank you for listening. Follow the Spotify account and the Instagram account. We appreciate you. We will see you on the next episode. Later.